Hey, we're live.
And we're
Hey,
live.
everybody.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Uh,
Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode Slash and McSplitters channel. It's been a while, and I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for coming through. And Neat, Space Lab X.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Thanks for coming through, you guys.
Thank you.
Actually wanted to get some people with the history of certain crappiness you see as a wrestling fan on television sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you to.
Yeah, there's a lot of terrible gimmicks over the years. Lots of them. Even ones that I hadn't even heard of.
Yeah, because some of them were blink and you miss it.
They were that bad, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta pull the plug on this shit right away because. But yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Vigilante?
Well, some of them just you wonder, how did this ever happen? Ever? Like, how did you ever come up? What made you think this would ever work? What made you think? Let me get to this list. Well, you know what? What made you think Giant Gonzalez would work? Why would you put a man?
He's gonna be mentioned quite a bit during this conversation. So.
But what? You have this 7-foot guy, right? Eyes, I could say the same thing about. And he obviously became a star later on. Hell,
what's good, Chris? How you doing, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Hey. I feel like I've streamed with Jim before on this channel before. I'm not.
Pump it up, Chris. I'm about to.
That's what he was born to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, all right. Shitty wrestling gimmicks. So Nate, you were actually an indie wrestler.
Yes. I had a match last night.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you win? Did you go over?
I did go over. It was a triple threat, and I went over.
Cool.
It was not good. It was a bad situation. A lot of because of the way things are, a lot of people haven't wrestled in a year, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
Some people haven't wrestled in longer than that. Rusty and out of shape. Yeah.
That's gonna happen in this fucking day and age.
Yeah. Well, you got to get those matches out of the way to get back into the swing of things. So
exactly.
There's nothing you can really do. I guess just stay safe. No one try any. Now's not the time to do catch a guy out of a shooting star press into something.
And from the crowd. Yeah. I can do a running shooting star press. I actually have been able to do one since 2003, before it was cool.
Like a John Morrison, Jack Evans type shit.
Yeah, and it happened because I tried to do a shooting star from the top rope, and I cracked my ribs, my rib cage, and I was like, I'm not doing this from the top rope anymore. And I found out a way to do it. It was weird. Essentially, what I
Hey, Jens.
Microphone is on mute.
Yeah, I got my earphones in, and so in case there's an echo, lads. I was trying to I was at my mates and I got a few cans and that, and I'm walking home and I forgot to bring my earphones, and so yeah. But yeah, I'm listening, lads, and yeah,
I could hear you. I could actually hear you walking.
Yeah.
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 I hope you're doing good. Man.
Oh, I've got Doc Martens on, and so they've got a right good heel. They're a real good fucking show. I tell you, if you want a decent show that lasts, I'm not trying to get any Doc Martens sponsorship, but they are a good show. They've been around a bit, and the soles are guaranteed to last so long. There was a pair of Doc Martens. Sorry to get off the subject of wrestling in that, but there was a pair of Doc Martens that was like 200 quid, which I don't know would have been like about $300 or something, that lasted a lifetime, because when the sole ran out, you just took them back and then resold them. But yeah,
You know, I've had the same boots. I've had the same boots for like 17 years now.
Dang.
I think I should get some new boots. Yeah, I think I should get some new boots.
Maybe.
yeah. What was it? Because I tell you what.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we were just this whole thing was going to be about shitty wrestling gimmicks that we could remember through the years watching from wrestling.
Oh yeah, I've got a number one.
Number one. I mean, I don't know how'd you want to do it. Did you want us to get? Because like
All right. Well, we'll go down the line with what everyone could remember, and then I'll say mine like Vigilante. Then we'll go down the line of where it says Vigilante, Jens, then Nate, then I'll go, and then
okay.
just and then we'll I'll talk about whether we actually remember these guys or not, because like we were saying, some of them blink and you'll miss it. Santa Claus, like come on,
Santa Claus, I don't remember. I mean, some of these guys I don't remember. Some of them are doing it. I wanted to mention at least one modern one, because there's one guy, modern guy, and I don't know if I'll get heat for it, but I gotta say it. I don't fuck with Michael Nakazawa at all. I don't fuck. Oh, was that Orange? I like Orange.
Yeah, it's orange.
Now I fuck with Orange. I know a lot of people don't, but I do fuck with Orange.
Yeah, I prefer.
I don't fuck with Michael Nakazawa.
Guy.
I don't fuck with Michael Nakazawa at all. Huh?
What is that gimmick?
What is this gimmick?
What's that gimmick? Yeah, baby oil. What the fuck?
Baby oil.
Gimmick. Yeah.
Wriggling around.
I don't like it, man. It's you're getting it more over than he does right now. You're getting it more over right now than it has ever been. It's much more entertaining when you doing it than just because in the middle of a match, I just don't want to see this guy oil himself up and slip around and thongs and all this craziness.
I don't like the thong mandible claw.
Yeah, the oil is a big attraction for wrestling though. It's one of them where
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I was gonna wrestle, I'd be oiled up.
Hogan looked like he just came off a fucking grill back in the day. Hogan, is all his fucking greasy and fucking like wow,
greasy,
you were like flipped over on the grill for like 20 minutes each side.
Hey, are we gonna show pictures or video?
Yeah, that was a good point.
Just back on Hogan with his like grilled up tan. Do you remember though, with his white pits or armpits?
Yeah, and I do remember that. Yeah, he didn't tan his pits. He didn't put his arms up in the tanning booth.
There's 2 armpits I remember. There's Hogan's pasty, non-tanned armpits, and then there's LL Cool J from MTV Unplugged, where he had the deodorant clump stuck to his armpit hair.
But Nate, if you want to, I had a whole folder of the gimmicks I was going to talk about, but for some reason it's not letting me show all the things. So if you got anything, if you have any picks to throw up, go ahead, be my guest.
You want me to throw up my first one?
Yeah.
All right, first one. Has anybody heard of the Toxic Turtles?
No.
Oh my god, yes, I did. I
don't remember them.
Was that like a rip-off of the like Teenage Mutant Turtles?
Yes, it was a Ninja Turtles rip-off gimmick. One of several options like that.
But didn't they become another tag team? Like
they may have
stupid costumes.
They may have. Let me show what I have as far as that.
I feel like I may have heard of Toxic Turtles on a podcast, but not known them like myself.
Can you guys see that?
They actually wrestled on Superstars.
Can you guys see this?
Yes, we can. Oh shit! I'm surprised that wasn't it. I mean,
yeah.
A media lawsuit.
Instant
Immediate.
lawsuit.
Like they didn't really try much as far as
No.
differentiation.
They didn't even make them tortoises.
he got stuck on his back. His tag team partner had to help him.
Is this is awesome.
All right,
But
so,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that's my first one that I have is Toxic Turtles.
I think they did that for like maybe a weekend, and they were like, "Yeah, we can't do this anymore."
All right. Inception. Yeah, I can't imagine why that one didn't last long. I'm sure that was lawsuit immediately. Like they didn't even stop. So I guess I should probably give one of mine's. I know this is one that a lot of people probably had.
That Tails off. It was one of them where it was like, oh, 2 minutes of them just walking to the ring. It's like, oh no, copyright.
There was a Batman back in the day too. Back in the 60s.
Was there really?
Yeah, there was a wrestling Batman.
Oh, I
Anyway,
have a superhero on my list.
Anyway, go ahead, Vigilante. What were you saying?
All right, so yeah, I know. I'm just gonna get this guy off the board quick. We were gonna talk about him at one point. Big homie, you know him, you love him. He's creepy as shit.
Oh my god,
Beaver Cleavage.
So they decided.
There's no way you can have this story.
They decided to split the headbangers up and make one of them a man-child who wanted to bang his hot mom.
It's because Thrasher was hurt.
Okay, but why repackage Mosh into this?
I don't know.
Because you know why? They knew what the hub would become, and they tried to get in too early.
Yeah, if it was his stepmom though, and like she'd only just married his dad recently, like, all right, well, you know.
I think in real life it was his girlfriend too. I think he was banging her at the time.
I don't know.
I'm sure she
died.
was.
By the way. I think she died by the way.
Oh man, sheesh.
He's still alive though. Both the headbangers are still alive.
Didn't they come back within the last 5 or 10 years?
Not in the WWE.
Yeah, they had like
came back for like
appearances
a week
here and there in WWE and Ring of Honor. They were
popping up. You mean
they were in Ring of Honor?
Yeah. They
like 2014.
They lowered the bar for Honor.
I don't know, man. I like the headbangers because they did dope double team moves.
They did. I like the headbangers too. I actually like the Beaver Cleavage game.
They did some dope double team moves. No, I thought I was terrible. I also have a thing for this. I have a thing for this too. Ever since I was a little fucking kid. When they bring someone back who is obviously there already, and they're like, no, it's a totally new guy, and we're going to disregard it. No. And you know what, Nat? All right.
Yeah.
Which will bring me into, all right, here'll be my first fucking mention. Here'll be my first fucking mention.
All right.
See, all right, I was watching wrestling since, like, end of 84, beginning of 1985, right? Like, end of 84, beginning of 1985. So,
yeah,
I remember the first tag team when I was watching that with WWF champions was fucking Jens. He might be back.
Yeah, Jens is gone. Hopefully, he comes back.
Well, if he comes back, I'll throw it back.
Oh, Resolute Germ said Headbangers did the Throwback Raw last year.
Oh, okay.
You said who in Barry Windham?
Oh, then he's back. Mike Rotundo and Barry Windham. Okay. And then they bring back Mike Rotundo as IRS.
I don't know what happened now.
Fucking IRS.
I liked IRS.
IRS was the man, though. But yeah, I get that. Like, I'm trying to think of one that messed me up.
A gimmick of a guy as an IRS agent.
But that was during the occupational 90s of the WWE, where a lot of people were just a job. You're a big boss man. your Repo
Yeah, where
Man.
everyone had to have another job, another people.
I like
yeah.
Big Boss Man though. He was the shit.
Yes, exactly. Oh, don't name too many. Don't
Yeah,
name too many because
Yeah, yeah.
Big Boss Man was
I
awesome.
stopped right. I
love Big
stopped
Boss
right
Man.
there.
That was
Yeah,
a great
Yeah,
gimmick
yeah.
too.
But yeah, because a couple of those guys are on
Even
my
even
list.
when he
And, you
came
know,
back in his
what was the corporate boss man? Whatever he was when he came
Oh,
back
when he
and he
was
was
with
with the
the
corporation.
yeah when he had the when he had the SWAT
All
gear.
black. Yeah,
when he
yeah.
when they when they were gonna hang him.
I remember them hanging him. The gimmick was actually cool outside of him getting hung.
They did hang.
Like that shit
Oh,
sucked.
Well, how about when he
and then he was
served-
alive, but then he was alive on Raw.
Yeah, he
was
didn't
al-
die.
Like he got hung on WrestleMania. He got hung at WrestleMania and then was alive on Raw. It's like, no, you got hung from the cell, dude. You should be dead.
Yeah, he should have been gone for a while, but I mean that was wrestling.
And then they then he served up Al Snow's dog to him, Pepper.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was rough.
Yeah, yes.
I remember that feud. That was a cool
and then he
little
dragged
feud though
Big
over Pepper.
And then he dragged the Big Show's dad's coffin around.
Oh my gosh, that was nuts.
With a car, around a car attached to. They started making him do like really over the top stupid shit.
Yeah, he was a brutal heel at that era. They made him do like some of the brutal, like crazy, like oh man, shit. And yeah, Resolute Germs, right? Money Inc. was the best.
In the day, though. Money Inc. was alright.
Yeah, I like Money Inc. a lot.
Right.
I think it's a tragedy that $1 Million Man never held the title.
Yeah,
A lot of people say it doesn't matter.
He never even held the Intercontinental title.
He had his own title though.
Yeah,
which
$1 Million deal.
Yeah, I know.
Which was cooler than a lot of other titles.
They could have at least thrown him the Intercontinental. Like guys like him and Jake the Snake have never had the Intercontinental belt, but the Miz is like
It
a
looks really bad
champion.
when you. Yeah, when Miz. I mean, some of the people who have held the belt since, it's like what? Like the IC. I get it. It was a different era.
Yeah, it was a different era, and you had people like Macho Man and Hogan just sitting on titles, and they wouldn't move, they wouldn't budge, and it was Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and Macho Man, and they were just sitting on titles. They didn't want to move them around that often, and Vigilante's muted.
Sorry, I'm here. But yeah, you're right about that because I mean, you said Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior. That's like 5 years of the title.
Yeah,
it's like literally 5 years of the main title, and even with the IC title, you have like Honky Tonk Man held it for a long time, Macho Man held it for a long time, Ultimate Warrior held it for a long time, Shawn Michaels held it, Mr. Perfect held it for a long time. These are super long runs, like.
All right, well, Mr. Perfect is of all time.
Yeah, but he held it on like 2 or 3 like super long runs of like 8 months or more. So that does clog up the title. So you're right on that. It's just that $1 Million Man was just such a great. I thought he was just a great heel, and it's just like man, he doesn't hold the title.
Jake the Snake also was never Intercontinental Champion. Big Boss Man was never Intercontinental Champion.
I wouldn't have given the title any belt to Big Boss Man. Maybe European, maybe.
Yeah, hardcore European. He was that type of guy.
Okay. They gave the Mountie the Intercontinental Championship. No, Big Boss Man. I would rather see Big Boss Man as the Intercontinental Champion than the fucking Mountie.
I agree. It's just a Canadian version of that gimmick. And
there's another mention I have. That fucking annoying motherfucker, the Mountie.
The Mountie.
Oh, Resolute Germs are old head. He says that the $1 Million Man was a legit champion. He was stripped. They recognize Andre's reign. They do not recognize the $1 Million Man's reign as a title.
No, they don't. Yeah, and I think they shouldn't. They didn't do it till Andre was dead, where they recognized it.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't recognize it until he died. You're right.
It was a total slap in the fucking face.
But if you look at the history books, they consider Andre the Giant to be a world champion for like 1 minute or whatever, and then once he gives the belt, I'm like, well, recognize both of them. Fuck it. Make it a $1 Million Man bought the belt and bought the title, and it was immediately stripped.
The way that they handle that stuff it's a mess, and it's just like Chris Benoit was never champion according to the records. They just go through after the fact and start like, well, this person did this. We don't like this person. Oh, this person worked for another promotion. We're just gonna pick them off of our history like it never happened, and it did. They all had.
When they praised Ultimate Warrior after years and years of making fun of him. What's up, Foul Ball? And hello, man.
This day do a show. I didn't know he was that big of a wrestling guy. He's popping in to say hi. Just appreciate you being here, man.
Hello, Foul, and hello, Mad Morgan.
We have not got to the Shockmaster yet. He's kind of an obvious pick.
No,
but
Jens.
I have some interesting thoughts on the Shockmaster.
Not just him as Shockmaster, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no
I'm sorry,
no disrespecting the natural disasters.
Tugboat was not that Tugboat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, he was Tugboat, and so you said not just the Shockmaster. I'm like, whoa, we're not going to disrespect the natural disasters in this house.
No, not him as Typhoon. Him as Tugboat when he was just Earthquake in a sailor.
Just Tugboat. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just Tugboat, okay. I agree.
Okay, just Tugboat. I'll take.
Yeah, he was a lot better as Typhoon.
Yeah.
Like, put the diaper on and just act like Earthquake.
Did they ever have a Tugboat and Steamboat tag team?
They didn't, but they should have.
Off the docks, something like that.
Remember they brought him back and he was spitting fire. He was dressed as a dragon and they actually had him spitting fire.
No, I won't. No.
Oh, man. Got to cancel him now for that.
Who?
Ricky Steamboat? Ricky Steamboat. Yeah.
Ricky Steamboat. Yeah.
Why would you cancel him for spitting fire?
As a dragon.
Why would you cancel most people for anything that you cancel people for now?
That's fair.
None of it's cancelable. So I'll just anything that's even further.
Jens, you still there?
I think I usually say the CIA. What's the MI6 is after him?
The MI6.
Yeah, man, yeah. Sorry about that. I think it's because I'm so fast and like because I'm on my phone.
Shout out to Max Headroom.
He's going full Max Headroom.
So Jens,
MI6 is after him.
Jens, what's the shitty gimmick?
Oh, they're going crazy.
Wrestling? What's the shitty gimmick you wanna mention?
Oh, kids. It broke my reality of wrestling. Can you hear me all right, lads?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, right. Bad News Brown. Do you remember?
Was it when he had the sewer rat?
The SummerSlam night or a WrestleMania 5 or 6.
Was it when he had the fake sewer rat?
Yeah.
The Muppet.
Oh,
yeah. Jake the Snake against Jake the Snake. And because Jake had his snake, yeah, you know it. Yeah. Jake the Snake had his snake in his corner, so Bad News Brown had to have his sewer rat fucking in his corner.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
I remember watching it, right? And this is when, like, spoiler alert, if you're under the age of 12, stop now. It was when I found out that wrestling might not be as fucking honest as it should be.
His character was cool until they did that.
Yeah. Oh, well, if anyone could get a picture, because what pissed me off, what pissed me off, right? Mean Gene, though, he sold it to me. Because he was like, look at all.
Is this the sewer
Looks like
rat?
No. He was still he was still cool because he was a good wrestler. He was a good wrestler in that.
Yeah, he was a good wrestler. He had a sweet
He
finisher.
did like
The sewer rat.
lose the credibility on his animal. Yeah, on his. Oh,
Man,
right.
speaking of things to cancel people over, what the hell is this?
No, it looked
Because, right-
exactly like a possum.
Yeah, I remember though. Mean Gene Oakley entering Bad News locker room, and he's all like nervous and that. He's all like, "Oh, I'm in here," because you haven't seen the sewer, right? You've only seen it like tear fucking big legs of fucking lamb.
Oh man, NI6 is mad at him.
It's an NXT UK coming at him.
Pretty much the same, man. Edward Rat was supposed to be, or Possum was supposed to be vicious, like a full lamb shank in 5
I don't want
seconds.
any smoke with a possum.
Yeah, well, anyway, Gene
It
Oakley,
looked like a possum,
he
right?
pissed me off a bit because he comes in, he's all like, "Oh no, why? I'm in bad news." No, but he pissed me off though. Well, like he came in though, but I didn't see this. This is before we saw it. Look around, Bad News right anyway. He's all like, "I'm here. I can see the cage.
You're
I'm going to lift up the
right now.
the upright. Yeah, as in the upright. All right.
Unfortunately, the UK government.
Is that better?
A little bit.
You're sounding
Anyway,
extra
as he's lifting it
machine gun
up.
right now.
Nope. Lost him.
Yeah. How about now? Is it
Good.
any good now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mean
Not
Gene,
machine gunning anymore.
And you see it, and it's not. Wait, yeah.
Well, Mean Gene had to sell everything. Mean Gene's job was to sell everything.
Yeah. He did a great job, too.
He was good at it.
Yeah.
Because he sold things
right.
that had no business.
No,
in
yeah.
over.
Yeah, he sold me. I was like,
And Bobby.
damn
Lee
you,
was
UK
good
he was
government.
a proper
at selling shit.
professional, like, performer, Mean Gene.
Yeah, they could use a Mean Gene nowadays. Like hell.
Easier said than done.
They don't want to
True,
train.
I mean-
They don't want to train anyone to be a Mean Gene, though. They want
Yeah, I
everyone
was
to be
just about
Michael
to say
Cole.
that. I was just about to say that. Or even when they had Renee Young when she was doing the
God,
interviews for a while, it's like they're not training people to be. They're not training the people who are doing the interviews to be characters themselves. They're just training them to hold a stick and just talk,
And
just
be
say
a
the same
robot.
stupid ass questions. Be a robot. Dasha Bot, if you remember that, and then she, everyone talked shit about how she sounded like a fucking robot.
Yeah, Vince is a nut about stuff like that now. Like, Mean Gene got to be loose, and they're not allowed to be loose anymore.
Yeah,
no.
Moxley made that very clear with his podcast or his.
We will never
interviews.
get an.
Slasher.
Damn, the CIA's after everybody today.
Oh!
No, I always say that the CIA got him or whatever whenever the damn sound or somebody goes wrong.
It's like the Firm song, Phone Tap.
Oh, sorry, wait.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His accent is amazing.
His accent is amazing.
Yeah, we're back, lads.
Saturn and the Mop. All right.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Wait, I like Moppy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Listen,
that's a
I
rough
like
one.
Saturn. I don't
well,
like,
I'm probably about.
but I like Saturn. Saturn was a Saturn.
That was a cool
is an
wrestler.
example of them giving a guy a shitty fucking gimmick.
It was a
dope
punishment.
Fucking wrestler. That dude was a maniac in the ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
got it over.
But Saturn was a beast in the fucking ring.
Yeah, he was. Especially in
Saturn was
WCW.
a fucking.
He was a beast in
But,
ECW
yeah,
too.
but even before, yo,
Yeah, he was a
him
beast in
and
ECW,
Cronus as the Eliminators. Him and Cronus as the
Yes.
Eliminators is one of the reasons I got into ECW because like these guys do insane tag team shit.
Yeah. I remember the
Right.
first time. Yeah, they had some killer matches. I got some damn tapes, some ECW tapes, so I got to dig them out of a lot of their matches. They're pretty good.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
have it with
but-
original music and not the network dubbed bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, cause I got a while
VHS?
ago. They're actually no, they're not tapes. They're DVDs. What it is actually I have a Rob Van Dam like best of DVD
I had that.
and
The one of a
Okay.
kind.
this is a from RF Video
Oh,
and
okay.
a Mick Foley best of DVD, and it includes matches that also has them on there. And I saw a couple, and they're really good. So yeah, these are RF Video DVDs I got a while ago. If I got to dig them up, and they have some of those matches with the Eliminators. Who the hell was it in Rob? Oh, it was Sabu and Rob Van Dam versus the Eliminators. A couple of those matches, they're pretty awesome.
I just named two of the other people who got me into watching ECW every week.
Sabu and RVD, both Michigan guys, both Michigan. Shout out to Battle Creek. Shout out to the original Sheik, Detroit guy.
Whenever
Always
I think
got
of
you.
Battle Creek, Michigan, I think of cereal. I think
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
Or
Kellogg's.
Rob Van Dam.
Well, yeah,
I
two
think
things.
of two things: cereal and Rob Van Dam.
I went through
What's up,
Battle
Moira?
Creek.
How you doing?
Hey, Moira.
Hell, Moira. I went through Battle Creek once on the way to
Boy,
Chicago. Oh, I've been
What a
through it,
gimmick,
but like
though.
Wait,
I actually stopped.
I forgot. It's a beaver.
That's like a good gimmick.
photo.
No, Rob Van Dam.
Huh?
One of a kind. Rob Van Dam was the man.
I hated that they made him oversell the 5-star frog splash in the WWF. Like he died. Like he did it. And he's like, oh, he has to scurry around on his and roll around.
Well,
and
there
feel
was
the
a lot
pain.
of times. There was a lot of times he did that in ECW too, where he would bounce like a foot off the guy.
I think he
and
did
grab his
it.
ribs
I
and
think
shit.
it probably did it.
It
was
could have.
right.
Did you see what's his name? Owen Jones, the fucking who does a frog splash? He fucking fucked up his like wrists a bit because he like slammed his wrists because it's like it's hard, like to
Oh, yeah.
on the pads or you slam your gut or a bit of both. And I'm used to do a bit of both and like sell it. I thought it was pretty good, and it did like make for like a bit of a sort of like spectacle doing the Van Damme way injury.
Well, but yeah, you're
what was that
right.
shit
It
we
did
were
get
talking
worse in
about
the
before?
WWE because
It
he
was-
did like that was always
He got
part of it. He would
blinded, like,
sell it a little bit, and then the WWE he would roll around for like 20 seconds and then pin him. It's like what the fuck. We get it.
Yen's current situation has reminded me of a.
He might have hit
Of a
himself
gimmick.
on an occasion.
It wasn't on my list, but it popped in my head because of Yen's. Stuttering Devon.
Ooh, that was a bad gimmick. Oh, you know another gimmick that
yeah.
just popped in my head.
With the
'cause I
glasses
thought
and
Ray,
now-
Ray was the star.
tape in the middle.
Hmm?
Does
anybody remember GTV?
yeah. So.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Because that was a terrible
do you
gimmick. It
remember
never paid off.
Rubberneck? Oh,
Well, is it a gimmick or is it an angle? Because there's no person really
Angle.
associated with it.
It was supposed to be Goldust, though, wasn't it?
It was
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
was.
Gold Dust. It was supposed to be Gold Dust, and he was out of the company by the time they were going to
Yeah,
reveal
he
it.
he became 7. He was 7 by the time and they were still doing it. And they had no end game.
Seven
And I
had the
rem-
dopest interest ever. I don't care. That was a dope entrance.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you know,
He's
wait,
on a
no,
lot of
no,
these
no.
lists of worst gimmicks.
Here you go. I'll throw a gimmick out there right now that had a dope entrance, and he was absolute shit. Glacier.
Who?
That dude did not. He was supposed to be
Oh.
fucking Sub-Zero. He was supposed to be
I love
Sub-Zero.
Glacier.
I like Glacier. Maybe
They
it's because
do
I'm
nothing
younger.
with him.
No, but that doesn't reflect the gimmick. That's him getting wasted.
Yeah, he wasn't even all that great in the ring, though.
True.
He was
There's
90s cool. Like you watch it now, it's like this is kind of corny,
they
but it was
did
like
it, though. First of all, I liked Mortis better than Glacier when they were
Oh,
feuding.
Mortis
I
was
liked
dope.
Mortis looked way better and was a better wrestler.
yeah, I agree with that. He was definitely a better wrestler.
Oh yeah,
Chris,
absolutely.
R.I.P. to Chris Canyon, by the way.
Yeah,
Who
RP.
better than Canyon?
Very underrated wrestler.
Very
Yeah,
much so.
very. Let me do one another one. So I'll go back to my superhero list. Does anybody have Arachnaman?
No, I knew
I
of
had
him.
him, but go ahead because I got other ones. I got tons of other ones. Go all day with this.
All right, what was that,
Isn't
Slasher?
it Brad Armstrong? It's Brad Armstrong, right?
I don't know. I just remember that gimmick.
No one knows who he is. Could have been
Mysterious.
anyone.
Yeah, Arachnaman was a.
Road Dogg.
If you didn't know, he was a really bad Spider-Man ripoff.
Now when you look at him, I don't know if you because
I'm
okay,
getting-
we
I'm getting pictures.
okay, cool.
He
The
actually
Toxic
shot webs too,
Turtle.
right?
Oh, that reminds me.
Like
He
it
actually
looks like
shot webs,
Spider-Man,
right?
but you think it's almost off enough to get away with it. They didn't. They got sued, or they didn't get sued, but they called Marvel called them and said, "Look, man,
C&D.
cease and desist." I don't know if they even sent it. They just made the phone call, said, "Come on, bro."
You will be sold if you're persistent.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you look at him, like, almost maybe could get away with it.
Fucking
I don't think
It
so.
was
red and blue.
well because the red was
No,
so
no.
faded.
Yeah.
The color
It was yellow and
Yeah,
purple.
well,
Get away with
yeah.
it.
Shit was so
I
faded.
can't.
It almost
It's
looked different.
purple.
I know.
It is purple.
Yeah, well,
Look at this.
yeah. Well, is it better than the Turtles? Because I remember the Turtles one. It was proper like rip off.
No, it's just as bad.
Error.
It's just as bad.
It might be so bad.
I mean, I put them in the same bag personally.
It's just as bad as the turtle.
It's so. Can you see it, lad? Oh no! Oh. Well, like he's like a day glow Spider-Man. That
It's like a what fan?
because they could have got away with like, whoa,
Or just
Spider-Man's in red. He's obviously.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Awesome.
like cutting out a bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was the next one I had.
What
I
was
can't
this
tell.
one?
Who,
No,
I
that
can't-
the
I
Arachnaman.
can't tell who's
Arachnaman,
roboting
okay.
near him.
I hear you, but I'm
Oh
having
yeah,
issues
maybe
hearing
the
him.
Spider reference.
You know, I have one, and I don't know if everyone else has it.
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you say?
Can you hear me, lads?
Yeah.
Now I can.
Now we
Go ahead,
can.
Jens. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with one. I can't show a picture because we will get censored. Does anybody remember? I'm sure everyone remembers Naked Midian.
We could show a picture of Naked Midian.
Oh God, do we have
You
to
just
see a
don't want to
picture?
see it.
Okay,
You have
we can.
to.
If you
Well,
guys
first of all,
insist,
okay. First of all, Naked Midian was also one half of the Godwins, which is another
Yes, he was.
terrible
Yes,
gimmick.
with a slot bucket.
I don't mind the God one
Fog-
so much.
Fog Harmers. That's such a stupid gimmick.
I remember when that.
I mean,
Oh,
You didn't like the Godwin slasher?
anyone remember?
I mean, they were all right as
Anyone
wrestlers,
remember
but
when
the
that-
gimmick is stupid.
All right, slasher. If your stream gets taken down, you can sue me. Or
well, I'm
For
sharing.
Naked
I'm sharing Naked Midian
For
too.
Naked
So-
Midian?
okay, you share them. You share them.
So I don't know. I think
Oh,
I'm
come
good
on.
to say this
Come
is one of the
on.
worst gimmicks of all time.
Oh my god!
Right?
The funny thing was too when they kept calling him Naked Midians.
Yeah, That was the gimmick name, Naked Midian.
All right,
Sorry,
bye, Naked.
Moira. I know this is not necessarily the guy of your dreams.
Ah, crap.
Or
Bye,
is it?
Naked Midian.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay. I have a classy picture of Naked Midian. Hold on. This is all class.
No,
This is all.
fuck, I missed that
Is it
one.
him eating?
These are
Is it him
tasteful
eating
news.
hot dogs? Is it him
That's
eating
tasteful.
hot dogs? Oh yeah, with his thumb. He had like the stripper thumb.
Tasteful.
No, it's a fanny
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I would rather.
Oh,
be
hey,
the
lads, can
I
I just
think I'd
say
rather
before
be
you
the
think it, I'm on like 9% battery, so if I cut off,
Oh man. All
What did he
right.
say about a
Yeah,
He
fat?
says he's on 9% battery, so he may cut off.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you could stick around.
Tragedy
or,
to the world.
Or if
yeah,
you
so if I cut
charge,
off,
charge it when you walk
I'm only
back
like
home.
about 20 minutes away from mine now, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Well,
So,
yeah,
while
well,
you're
like,
at
yeah,
9%,
I'll
while you're
get
at 9%,
charger in
Jens,
that.
yeah, go ahead, Jens. While you're on 9%, throw a name out there.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. All right, well, do you remember? I forget what his name was, but he was the most shittest wrestler I've ever seen when he went against the Ultimate Warrior, and he was a short little fat white dude with like this t-shirt saying, I worked hard for this body, but
Are you
he
saying
had a body
Playboy
of
Buddy
like
Rose?
a Danny DeVito, and then
Buddy
he's against the
Rose?
Ultimate Warrior.
All right, yeah, he
What was
guy
that?
that used to act like he was way less weight.
No, I want
His name
Playboy.
is Playboy Buddy Rose. I think it might have been this guy.
It could actually it may have been Playboy. Yeah, but well, anyway, it was on one of the WrestleManias, and like he comes into the ring, and Ultimate Warrior, you hear his music, doom, 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 and this like little fat dude, he's looking a bit worried, but then he's like toughing himself, and then Ultimate Warrior just comes in, slams him about 3 times, pins him, and it's all over. And then Warrior. It's like about a minute.
Are you talking about the hockey
Wrestler
top,
is shorter than Goldberg. No, he did do that to the Honky Tonk Man, but he did even worse to this dude. It could have been Playboy. No.
Playboy
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go off and try and charge up, and I'll try and find his name. Right, and
I got you.
I'll be back on in about this, lad.
80 years.
Yeah, I'll put that in it, and yeah, because like right, lads, I'll be back. I'll be about 20 minutes at the time.
I got
right, lads. Yeah, but I'll be listening and all, because like I want 9% or 8% now, sort of thing. So. Right, all right, lads. Right,
all right,
yeah. Catch you in a bit. Right, about 20 minutes. Bye.
I got you, man. Okay, wait. Vigilante, is this Playboy Buddy Rose? Yeah, that's Playboy Buddy Rose.
Is he wearing a diaper there?
No, he's just so fat.
Weird.
He's really fat.
He looks like Louis Anderson.
Yeah, he does. And the whole thing was like this guy's gimmick was like the announcer would say his real weight, but then he'd like grab the announcer by the arm and whisper in his ear that he weighs like 20 or 30 pounds less, and then the announcer would always have to correct himself.
20 or 30, huh? Not 130?
This guy used to say he was 215 pounds.
Well, how short is he?
I don't remember, but
yeah,
he used to have this gimmick where like he would put like flour on his stomach and pull the string on
What?
one of those spinning fans, and it would blow the weight on his stomach away.
Wow. Don't you click on that Mr. Perfect.
But yeah, that's him.
He doesn't belong here. He doesn't belong here. He had the perfect gimmick.
Yeah, it was
His
never
son-
a fucking heavyweight champion.
No. They were over. They didn't have a huge roster. They really didn't. They had a lot of. And okay, so since at the time the WWE did not have a huge roster, they had a lot of local guys doing the job, getting squashed by their big characters, building them up. And when you have like 15, 20 gimmicks, 15, 20 main roster wrestlers, probably less if you think about it. Where are you going to put the title? Despite you having brilliant characters like IRS and Jake the Snake Roberts and stuff, where are you going to put the belt?
Stop saying IRS is a brilliant character. Don't
Disrespect
say
on IRS is amazing, Slasher. But you know what it is with Mr. Perfect. There was a time after Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior were gone, the era when Bret Hart won the title, and he could have been somebody that competed with Bret Hart for the title.
Yes.
That was his era. And then afterwards he ended up he was not healthy enough in that era, because that's when he started to have injury issues, so that kind of screwed that up. But that would have been the era for him to get the title. That's when the
They made him Ric Flair's manager.
Like right in that era, maybe right after Ric Flair leaves in '93, he could have won the title. But Yokozuna ended up getting that run, so that's a run that he could have got, or it could have been.
I know this is a shitty gimmick discussion, but Mr. Perfect, I think, is up there with the best gimmicks of all time.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Even though they didn't make him perfect, they made him fucking job all the time. So he's like, oh, you're gonna lose this guy, you're gonna lose this guy. You're not really perfect if you're fucking losing everybody.
Yeah.
He was a great wrestler. He was a great Intercontinental champion. I think, to be honest, him as Intercontinental champion is probably more important than 90% of the world champions they've had in the past 20 years. You know what I mean? Maybe more. Maybe I'm being hell Moira. Maybe I'm being too mean to the world champions they've had. I'm not trying to say none of them have been legit.
No, they were squatters. They were squatting on the belt, and the WWF at the time just kept milking what they already had, and that was it. They milked it till it was dry. And then after Hogan left, they tried to shoehorn in Lex Luger to replace him, and that wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I agree, Resolute. If Mr. Perfect didn't jump ship to WCW, he probably would have been way bigger.
Yeah, because that era he jumped ship. Again, that's the era where he's probably most likely to win it. That space in between Hogan and Attitude Era. Rick Rude. He should have been WCW champion.
Same thing about Rick Rude. Rick Rude was.
He got hurt in Japan, though.
Kind of was.
Yeah.
But he had like
him getting hurt in Japan.
Term belts. He had like
he did have one like the international. He had one of those weird world titles for a little bit. He did. You're right, but he never held their main belt. He could have.
So we're talking about too many good wrestlers.
We are.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do that on the podcast.
So someone throw out a shitty gimmick they want to talk about.
Oh man, how can we have forgotten the Gobbledygooker? He's an easy one.
But he didn't wrestle.
Did he even wrestle as the Gobbledygooker?
No,
he didn't.
He didn't, right?
No,
he just popped out of the egg.
He just popped out of the egg, and it was Hector Guerrero, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Does that still count?
He was the wrestler, but he didn't wrestle as Gobbledygooker.
It was Chavo Senior, I thought.
Was it Chavo Classic?
Chavo Senior.
Oh man, what a waste of a great wrestler. That's still tragic.
Also, the funny thing was that he debuted the same day as The Undertaker.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Hector Guerrero.
Wow. Still,
Oh, it's Hector.
anyone have to
Okay.
great plan.
What's
Okay,
up,
what about
Parrot?
Hell
What?
Parhead? Snow Dub got trolled. Who's
What?
Snow Dub?
I have no idea who
I
Snow Dub
know
is.
Snow Dub, but what? Jesus.
Oh, it's another stream. It's
Hmm.
another stream. Okay, so sticking with like the early '90s, Bastion Booger. Always hated Bastion Booger.
He's on my list. Can someone bring up a picture of this guy, please?
Yep.
Are you doing it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
This is on my list too. Do you
All right,
remember him,
Parhead.
Vigilante?
I do remember Bastion Booger. He was fat. He was pretty bad.
What, like all he did was like take people's food on the way to the ring and eat it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He grossed me out as a kid. He was so
He picked his nose a
disgusting.
lot.
I mean, that was his point. That was the point of it, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
unpleasant. You know, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I know.
I
when
get
you have
it.
to see- when you have to see it week after week, yeah, it's unpleasant.
What is this cross business? What is
Yeah.
that? What is that? The
It's
asterisk.
an asterisk, yeah. And no Parrothead. We haven't talked about Isaac Yankum yet, but I don't know. Listen, do you
I
guys
didn't
consider?
put- I didn't
I
put
would
him on
put
my
I would
list.
put Isaac Yankum there.
Yeah,
I
I saw him on
I
some
didn't
list
put him-
that I was looking
you know
up.
what? I didn't put him as Isaac Yankum or Fake Diesel on my list.
What do you put him as? Adam Bomb?
No, he's not. He wasn't Adam Bomb.
Not Adam Bomb. I meant the Unabomber.
I never
He
saw any of him
was.
as that
I
gimmick.
do remember him as the Unabomber. Yes, he sure was a Unabomber. Yeah, I didn't, but I'm
Was
like
that
Isaac Yankum was
Ohio
okay.
Valley, right? Was that Ohio Valley that he was the Unabomber?
Probably. Look at him with this. Is that a banana in his mouth?
I hope. Ugh, this is grotesque.
Mega Man McGee.
Hell,
How you doing, man?
Mega Man McGee. M4.
We're talking about terrible wrestling gimmicks. There's no pictures of him taking kids' food.
Here's some food. Here's some food. He has like some nachos there. All right.
Oh, is that him now?
No,
he got chased, bro.
No,
He got all jacked.
that's Billy Gunn.
He learned his lesson. Okay.
Yeah, that was Billy Gunn.
See, all right. See, some of this, like when we both say the same things, we're kind of getting them out of the way at once. So
Yeah. I was thinking it would be kind of like a Boggle situation with the lists.
like a what?
Yeah.
Boggle?
No, I'd say if one gimmick is brought up, then yeah, we should all talk about it if it's on the list.
Yeah.
All right. I already mentioned the Mountie, right?
Yep.
So
I like the
here's one.
Mountie.
Nails.
I like Nails. He beat the shit out of Vince. I know that has nothing to do with the gimmick. But he beat he knocked
You know
out
what he
Vince
did in the
before.
ring? You know what he
I
did?
forgot
in the
what he
ring?
did in the
He choked people. Yeah, he choked people.
Jeez, pretty
That's what he
creepy.
did. He
That-
choked. He like
I didn't-
choking people. I think
I
that's
didn't
the only
mind-
thing I ever saw him do in the ring was choke people.
Nails always reminded me
And honestly,
the Ghost Slasher.
but like after Big Boss Man, what kind of feud is he gonna have with anybody?
Yeah, that's why I like Nails. I like every once in a while I like a gimmick that's made specifically to counteract another gimmick.
Yeah, every night. Hey, and then sometimes you end up with a cane.
But I'm saying the feud passes. Like, what are you gonna do with it?
No,
That's
that's what,
against the Mountie. He went to
Don't
Canada
even get me
doing the same
started on
shit.
Kane.
yeah, you get repackaged.
Don't even get.
Well, I mean, he didn't get
And,
repackaged.
and the
'cause he
Mountie was
knocked
one of the
Shawn
Game
Vince.
Show brothers.
He was a what?
The Mountie was one of the fucking Rougeau brothers.
Oh, was it shoot, was it the one that lost the eye?
One of them lost the eye.
Yeah,
No, not
he-
the Quebecers. That's the Quebecers.
the
They
Rougeau
came
brothers.
back as- yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Polo was a terrible gimmick. You
right.
mentioned the Quebecers.
How are they connected? What?
Oh,
How did
Johnny
you draw
Polo?
those together?
Who?
Because Johnny
Me or
Polo
him?
was their manager.
No, the Rougeos and Johnny Polo.
Well, no, he said the Quebecers, and so I said, well, Johnny Polo was the managers of the Quebecers, and he's
Yeah, but
okay.
Johnny Polo was their manager. Kind of thing.
and I was kind of. I mean, Raven
Johnny
was that was
Polo
a
is
misuse.
like, yeah, I also
So-
love how he went from Johnny Polo to Raven.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe because this is WrestleMania 10 going off in my head, because they went against Men on a Mission, and that was also a very stupid gimmick, and I didn't see that on any list.
I didn't mind Men on a Mission. They're just too
on my
big.
list. That's on my list.
You got
With
Men on
the-
a Mission?
I didn't like Men on a Mission, man.
That gimmick
I
was
didn't need
terrible.
this positive rapper and these two obese guys. I didn't know what the hell the point was.
Rap was cool in the 90s. You got to
I
put
mean-
ugly, but in the
Purple and
colors
gold.
too, man.
What are you going to put them in? What gear are you going to put them in? You going to put them
I
in a
mean, he's
singlet?
good.
You going to put them in trunks?
I
Or
don't know what you
Something
do to
better.
put this man in.
Something better than you know what?
A weight loss
He was
program
better
so he
in the
doesn't
garbage
pass.
bag as Viscera.
they needed
Big
He
Daddy
was better
V.
wrestling in that garbage bag outfit as
the
Viscera.
WWE
He managed to
needed
look better
a
like
big
that.
guy.
Yeah.
They
That-
needed
He
a
had
guy
plenty
to
of
go
big
against
guys at that
Diesel.
time.
So they used Mabel. And then Mabel was too sloppy and hurt people, so he lost his job. He actually hurt Kevin Nash
But they had plenty of
or
big
Diesel.
people at that time.
Yeah.
They had plenty of big people at that time. They had Bam Bam Bigelow. They had Undertaker. They had plenty of big people at that time.
Yeah. And Invader was around the corner not too long after that.
I just watched a thing on it, and it was
Yeah.
and Diesel had just gone through a few people, and there weren't any faces left, so they put in Mabel. I watched it on Wrestling with Regret.
Good job, everybody.
You know,
But,
another
here,
name
I'll
I
throw
want
this
to
one
bring.
out to,
Go ahead.
oh, were you gonna say Repo Man? Because Repo Man was stupid. Does everyone here?
I
agree
like
on
Repo Man.
I like Repo Man. You know what I wanted to say? There's a lot of disrespect on a lot of these early 90s gimmicks that I like. I like Repo Man. I like Nails. I like the Mountie. I
Okay.
like the Goon.
I like the Goon too.
Oh my God, I have the Goon listed there too. Okay,
I like the
so now
Goon.
I'm going.
I also like the Brooklyn
I'm going-
Brawler.
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents into here of those characters that you like and why I don't like those characters because they're repackaged and I can see it. I knew when I fucking saw Repo Man, I was like, why is Smash from Demolition in a Hamburglar mask in a fucking trench coat? I was like, no, this is Smash. Like, don't fucking tell me this isn't Smash. Don't introduce this dude as a new character. He's fucking Smash from Demolition.
Okay, Slasher. So what do you think about Adam Bomb? Adam Bomb was repackaged.
In
you hate-
WWF? In WWF?
Oh, this isn't about the. Well, no.
I'm
I-
talking about
Okay,
when they do
Kane.
it in
Kane
no,
was
he was-
Isaac Yankum.
He was in
I'm saying, all right, and I can also go into this too. They have to play. They have to do it the right way if they're going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Prince Albert, A-Train, whatever the fuck you want to call him. When you want to turn him into
King
Lord
Bushi or whatever?
Tensai, when you want to turn
Lord
him into
Tensai.
Lord Tensai and pretend that he's a Japanese dude, we're like, no. We saw this
That
guy like
Threw me
fucking
for the biggest loop.
almost-
I was so confused.
almost 10. We saw this guy almost 10 years ago. No, this Prince Albert with a bunch of Japanese characters written up and down on his fucking body, and you're acting these like it's.
I
not
don't
the
even
same
think they were
fucking guy.
Japanese. I think it was gibberish.
But okay, I will say this: when they brought back, which the fuck one, 3 Minute Warning, when it was at Jamal from 3 Minute Warning, when they brought him back as Umaga, that character
That did
rebuild
work.
worked. I thought that worked. I thought Umaga was a dope repackaging. They have to do it the right way when they're going to do the repackaging with somebody.
Okay.
That's my opinion. and I'm sticking to it.
I respect it. I respect it.
Who's that? Colin Quinn?
I don't know. I don't know who it was, but you have to do it the right way.
That's fair.
That's
I-
fair.
I-
That's fair.
I
Don't
just don't
put
think that you
Smash
should
from
paint a brush.
Demolition. Don't put Smash from Demolition in a hamburger mask and expect me to not know it's Smash from Demolition.
Leave the Hamburglar mask alone.
That's a fair point, man. I just thought it was. I like maybe I know I have nostalgia glasses for a lot of those characters because I was a kid watching those characters. I was the right age for the demographic they were looking to target for those characters. You know what I mean?
Yep,
And they got
I
me.
agree.
Where
So-
everyone had to have a job, like
The occupational 90s.
Speaking of an occupational 90s guy, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, I did not
the
like.
dumpster motherfucking Drosy.
I was mixed because I was sort of nostalgic, but I'm like, he
It's on
kind of
my
sucked.
list.
Yeah.
A fucking garbage man.
The most memorable thing I remember is that there was the 96 Rumble? Remember the free for all? And the first few years of the free for all, what they did, this is back in the day for the kids don't remember. The TV guy had a channel and they would play 15-minute pre-pay-per-view. And it was a match between Triple H and Dukes the Jumpster Drosy. And the winner got the 30th spot and the loser got the first spot. Triple H lost. Duke the Dumpster Drosy was the last member of this Royal Rumble, and it didn't matter, and it didn't matter at all. That's his highlight of life as a wrestler, and I just remember that vividly because it was the '96 Rumble, so I remember
that
it.
probably was his highlight as a wrestler, and that's kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. The
if
new
only-
generation was the era.
If only they did repackage him as Stone Cold Duke Drosy, then he could have been a fucking legend.
No, I don't think that making him Stone Cold would have worked. I think the only person that could have been Stone Cold is indeed Steve Williams, aka Steve Austin, and that's Steve Williams, not Dr. Death Steve Williams,
Yeah, not Dr. Death.
because they just happen to have the same name, but his name's obviously we know him as Austin. Actually, didn't he change his name to Austin legally recently?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
That's
He did.
weird.
Not recently. I think he did this a while ago.
Oh, did he?
And
Maybe.
Dr. Death Steve Williams is the shit. I love that guy.
Yeah,
That
he
dude
is
a
great.
fucking monster.
He's a stiff. Yeah. Except for in Brawl for All.
And I was about to say, except for the Brawl for All, where he's expected to be a fucking monster.
Yeah, but he was a lot older by that point to be fighting. Like he hadn't wrestled.
Yeah, everyone in that
collegiate.
Brawl for All, I actually watched it every week.
So did I.
It was,
Yeah, I did too.
horrible and messy, and you see these big dudes try to throw real punches, and they're kind of swinging like fucking 10-year-old girls.
And nobody had any form. Chili
Yeah.
McFreeze. Who was known as Chili McFreeze? Was Duke the Dumpster Chili McFreeze?
No,
that
Stone Cold. That was one of the.
Stone Cold.
no, it was something else.
It was suggested to him.
Oh yeah, it was. I think.
Chili McFreeze. I don't remember Chili
Yeah.
McFreeze.
I remember
I remember that name, though.
Dagger? I think Ice Dagger was another one that was.
Yeah, it was like Ice Pick something or other, something like that.
It was around the time he got pissed off with the Ringmaster, and it's like,
The Ringmaster makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
if he was the Ringmaster Steve Austin, I thought that would have been fine. But weren't they just calling him the Ringmaster at that time?
yeah,
I think
he was
so.
just
yeah.
he was just a
I'm surprised they
ringmaster, and
didn't-
all.
I'm surprised they didn't put him out there in an actual Ringmaster costume. Like,
That would have made sense at the time.
yeah, it was gimmick time. It was day job time.
Day job, man.
Dude,
You know
the
what, though?
Fucking Drosy.
It's
Good
funny
God.
because they spent all that time trying to get these working class gimmicks over, and then Stone Cold comes, and he is kind of a working class gimmick, but he doesn't. It's not based upon him having a working class job. He just ends up as a working class hero.
Yeah, he
Of
may as
course.
well have had a lunchbox with him.
Yeah,
Right?
but it was
Okay.
definitely.
Boom. Thank you, Nate. Um, and no disrespect to this man, because this dude is. I, I'm sorry. Watching this dude in the ring, this motherfucker is amazing. William Regal. But when
He's a
he has he's a
man.
man.
I
Such
disagree.
a
That's one of the greatest gimmicks
man.
ever. I
He's
know
Talk
he
a
lasted a
about
week.
real
talk
man's
about
man.
the most ill-fitting on a person ever.
Love that gimmick, man. You're right, but if it was so ill-fitting that it was perfect. I think William Regal's so great, and I've heard this say
Yep.
I think he could have got that gimmick over. I really do.
I
'Cause
think
that-
I think Los Drogas got to him at that point. I
Yeah.
think he was fucked up. But he fucked up a lot of his opportunities too. I think he was an awesome wrestler, had an awesome character. He was great on the mic.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
All right. All right. You talking about Regal still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
He
was
could have been.
it was like kind of his last gasp. It was kind of his last gasp, where he won the King of the Ring, and
Yeah.
they were trying to
I
make
just
the
was-
King of the Ring still be shit.
hmm
And then he got suspended for drugs. And you could tell though on TV, like, we're going to build this guy up. And
Yeah.
then after he got suspended, that was kind of it for him.
Yeah, because he did have a nice run in the mid late 2000s. That was like kind of probably his last gasp of greatness. But yeah, I like that he's a man gimmick. He said Regal was the only one lucky enough not to remember that stuff. Yeah, lucky bastard was blackout drunk that whole time. I remember what interview was it him on yeah, because he had a podcast.
I can't remember it.
He talked about he had a lot of issues going on. I believe it was the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast from a while ago, where he talks about a lot of those issues he had in that era. But man, I love the music, the
He
theme.
wasn't there
It was
very
so
long as guy.
no, it was only like 2 or 3 months because he
got
had
the wrong
issues.
person to do it. They got the wrong
He's
person
a
to do it though,
man.
because he wasn't. No. Oh, come on.
To
We had
me-
already seen this dude for years as Lord Steven Regal.
That's what they should have.
That was
They
in
should have had the
WCW, though.
gimmick. What they should have did with the man gimmick is have him still do the interviews as if he's Lord Steven Regal, but he's a man. So like that would have been the gimmick, the dichotomy of him being this properly English guy that's supposed to be this tough man. To me, that would have made it hilarious.
I thought Lord Steven Regal
No,
was
they
in
actually had
WCW.
Yeah, that was a WCW gimmick, and
Yeah.
when he went back to WCW, he just became Lord Steven Regal again, didn't he?
I don't know, but I'm saying it
Yeah,
wasn't a
for like
repackaging.
5 minutes again.
Oh no, that wasn't a repackaging. That was just
No, it wasn't a repackage.
ill fitting.
No, they repackaged him when they brought him back. When
Do
they
you
brought
remember
him back as the evil gentleman.
Do y'all remember the crew that the man's man William Regal rolled with?
He had a crew.
Oh yes,
He,
he was
was
in
with
a
the crew.
no. He was in a stable. You remember
Was he in the-
Union?
I do remember Union.
Wait,
Union,
Shit.
Union.
wait, that was there at that. He was still there at that point when they started the union.
He was in the Union. He was in the Union.
Fuck me. He must have been there a cup of coffee, but it must have been that cup of coffee. I do remember the
wasn't there
Union as soon as
long.
you mentioned it. Now
I
we gotta
remember
look this
them,
up.
but I don't remember him being part of them. I don't remember. I don't remember him as a part of them at all. Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the whole members, all the members. I'm trying to find the a listing.
I remember it was Foley,
Yeah, Foley.
Shamrock, Tests, and I can't remember who else because they were a bunch of people that were at one point or another kicked out of the corporation.
I thought that he was in there. What I'm looking at, it doesn't say. It says Shamrock, Big Show, Test, and Mankind. So I'm wrong on that one.
Big Show too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wrong on that. Yeah. Union didn't belong. I'm sorry, Big Show didn't belong there. He just got to the WWE. It's like they're already burying him.
They fucked the Big Show up off from the jump, and he never really recovered.
Nope. Well, when you switch from face to heel, like it's a fucking sneeze, and you do it for years on end.
Really? My cat just podcast bombing right now.
What's up, cat?
Shout out to the cat.
His name is Petey the cat. I did not name him. I did not name him. Yeah, I'm wrong on that. Wrestling Forever '93. Regal wasn't in there.
He was out about that time.
Yeah, it looks like he left. I wonder if he was supposed to be in the Union at some point. Maybe.
It would have made perfect sense. I don't know. I'm mixing up stuff.
Okay, what's another shitty gimmick?
Go ahead.
Okay, because I have a gimmick that I don't know if it's the shit. Okay, it's a gimmick that a lot of people like, and I like, but it to me, it still should be mentioned on this list because the controversy from it ruined it. Muhammad Hassan.
Oh yeah.
It's a gimmick that I genuinely like. I think it was probably one of the.
It wasn't a bad gimmick.
I love the gimmick.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most well thought out gimmicks they've ever done. Because the whole point was he was kind of not, even though he was presented as a heel, he was right, and that's what made him kind of a cool gimmick. He was like, he was trying to, I'm just a regular American, but yeah, you guys hate me, you hate me, and he got so much heat that he got himself proto canceled for all intents and purposes.
That's not why he got canceled.
You also can't do it now because he was an Italian.
He was an Italian guy, but go ahead. What happened? Why did he get canceled? Was it more than that?
Yeah, it was more than that. And I actually found I was looking for an old show that I was on, and I was going through some blank VHS tapes, and I found a SmackDown that I remember.
The Undertaker,
right? I'm sorry, what?
They strangled the Undertaker.
No,
carried him out or something.
It was kind of like that. So what happened was, as I put on the tape, a disclaimer airs underneath it in a bar, and it says, "Warning, sensitive viewers, blah blah blah. This SmackDown was recorded before the London bombings."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then, so what happened was the Undertaker beat up Muhammad Hassan, and Muhammad Hassan had infidel goons.
That's what I was saying. Like they
carried him out like a martyr.
They choked him out with like wire, and like he did like the cutting off the head gesture to Undertaker, I think.
Yeah, but he got carried out. Undertaker was fine. They didn't carry out the Undertaker. They carried out Hassan.
Oh, okay. Because there was one where they carried out Undertaker, where he had a bunch of like fucking masked goons that I don't even know had jobs there at the point. But
they all look like Beachhead from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
with black ski masks. They all look like
Shout out to Beachhead for G.I. Joe.
Yo Joe. But yeah, I don't think that was a bad gimmick. I think that was just a gimmick that was ahead of its time or too real.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I just wanted to mention it. It's not really a bad gimmick. It's just
nice.
Hey,
it's Beachhead from G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And here's his kind of twin, Shockwave.
Was Shockwave Cobra?
Nope.
Really?
Shockwave was a SWAT.
Okay, Forever Wrestling. Wrestling Forever '93 is saying that it was Davari.
Category of G.I. Joe.
Davari makes a lot more sense because Muhammad Hassan was a big guy.
Yeah.
I have one. It's a bad gimmick on a Hall of Famer. Farouk Assad.
Ooh. When
Farouk first came to the WWF, they gave him this really crappy gladiator gimmick.
Sure did. I remember that terrible thing.
I've seen it.
Yeah. And real quick, Westland Forever, 93. What's your issue with masks people, huh? You have
I've seen it before. It's
are
pretty
you
fucking funny.
discriminating against people with masks? I don't appreciate that. Mask men weren't the downfall of anything. Thank you very much. I'm just messing with you, man. I wear a mask as my gimmick, so I can't. I gotta defend the gimmick. Gotta defend the gimmick. I didn't even go full mask, but I gotta defend the gimmick.
That's some wallpaper right there. It's Farouk Assad.
I remember Frucas. He had the, like powder blue helmet or whatever the hell it is.
Mm-hmm.
It looked terrible. That gimmick did suck when he first started.
Did you see when I shared the picture?
Did you?
I thought I shared my
1
screen.
second.
Hold on.
I think Slasher's messing with it.
Yeah.
Oops. Nope, not that. Here, can you see now?
No, it's
Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Space Lab actually had a Nerf helmet.
This was also a moment. This was the blinking moment. He actually looks all right. Anyone remember Smash TV? Like he looks like he could be
Yeah.
a contestant in Smash TV.
Dude, I was playing Smash TV at an arcade a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah.
That's
freaking
right.
hard. It's a total quarter muncher. I think I spent
They
like
threw such,
That game's really hard.
I was with my girl. We spent like $12 on Smash TV.
Yeah.
that was a dope.
It's fun though. Very fun. Oh, no offense to Masked Men,
All
two of
those
my
violent
favorites of
ass
Masked Men,
games.
Vader and Mankind. Yeah,
But those are
Mankind.
barely masks.
Yeah, Mankind. Hey, Mankind is kind of an inspiration on my gimmicks. I can't say anything. Doing the Mick Foley thing.
Those are like literal. Those it's like, as far as masks, those are like the bare bones of masks.
I see. He said
Like the
Masked
cane
Men because he
one, you
didn't
mean?
want to say the T word. I get it, Western fan. I was just giving you shit because my gimmick is wearing a mask, so I had to say something.
What, Slasher?
I was saying, like you said, the bare bones of masks. Like what would you say, Vader and Mankind?
Yeah.
We say Kane.
Yeah, they're not really. Kane's a good mask, and Kane's one of the best gimmicks of all time.
What's the
Let me
best?
think of
What's
another.
the best mask? What's the best wrestling mask?
Rey Mysterio jumps out of my head, even though it's just a lucha mask. But he's had so many cool masks. and
Ultimate
so many cool
Dragon,
design. Ultimate Dragon was good.
Tiger Mask.
Psychosis.
He had that tiger. He had that fur.
Tiger mask,
Psychosis.
and now you bring it. Of course, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah, Jushin Thunder. I like shit like Jushin Thunder Liger and fucking Psychosis. I love those
Psychosis.
type of
Yeah.
masks. We got the horns
With the extra horns and shit. Yeah,
What about La Parka?
That's
Parker
another
was
dope one.
cool. Yeah.
Not Repo Man though. Repo Man had a terrible mask.
Leave Repo Man alone.
All the disrespect on Repo Man. What's mine is mine,
I'm gonna keep
and what's
dissing
yours is
Repo
mine
Man
too.
I'm gonna keep dissing Repo Man all day.
Did you have a bad experience with Repo Man, Slasher?
Yo, I don't like Repo Man.
Repo Man.
He took my car.
Oh, fuck the Repo Man. Fuck the real
All right.
Repo Man.
All right, Max.
We haven't
Moon.
mentioned Max. Oh, I was just about to mention Max Moon. I'm like, why haven't we mentioned Max Moon?
Yo, that was fucking ESP right there because I was thinking
That
about
was.
masks. I was thinking about masks.
I did too. I'm like, well, I know somebody shitty. Max Moon. Max Moon. That's a waste of a solid wrestler. That was Conan, right?
I found out it wasn't him by the time it got to television.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought that was Conan the whole time. Who the fuck was Max Moon then?
Okay, his name is Paul Diamond.
Maximilian Moon.
When
Max.
they had- well, first he was the Comet Kid. I remember the first time I saw him on Wrestling Challenge or whatever the fuck that Saturday morning when I watched Saturday afternoon
Wrestling Challenge. Huh.
or Superstars, whichever one it was. He was the Comet Kid at first.
So Conan was first pitched. I see.
Yeah. Well, I think he might have wrestled house shows as that, and then by the time they got the TV, I think he had already thrown hissy fits.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because I know Conan wasn't there that long. So maybe, yeah, that maybe basically happened. You know, now that I'm thinking of it, Sin Cara, his name probably should be mentioned just for how
yeah.
much of a disaster both of them kind of were.
What was the gimmick? A trampoline? Like, what was his gimmick? He was just a luchador.
I thought his
Yeah.
gimmick was that he's a Mexican wrestler. That's what I thought his gimmick was.
I'm glad there's not an entire country of those, or else that would make it a
Oh,
non-gimmick.
right? It's so rare.
That would mean it's not a gimmick at all. So I mean, yeah, there was no gimmick. There was no gimmick at all.
What was the gimmick? All he had was he jumped really high, I guess, with the trampoline.
And they had lights. No, wait, don't forget they had lights too. He wrestled under like blue lights or something. Was it blue lights or yellow lights?
For his
I
entrance.
remember they had his couple matches like when he started. It was kind of like how when Kane started wrestling and they had the red light every time he was wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with Sin Cara.
Huh. I wasn't really watching that much at the time. They may have.
I wasn't either, but I did see the clips of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but I actually remember them making a big deal about Sin Cara. Like,
I
because
do remember the trampoline. I think
it was
Sin
a huge
Cara,
deal.
Triple H's two first signings when he was in charge of signing.
Wait. I thought you were gonna say the Triple H bad gimmick.
Wait, which one?
John Paul Levesque.
Terrorizing.
Oh, terrorizing was bad. Yeah.
Bleach blonde Triple H.
Speaking have we mentioned Oz yet? Because I can't help but to think of like
He's
other
on the
members
list.
of the clique. Terrorizing and Oz. No, they weren't together.
Oz is definitely on the list.
But I don't know why. Maybe it's like a
Wizard mask?
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, it was Kevin Nash.
With the wizard mask?
Yes. But I just think of the clique. Whenever, I think of one of them, I think of all of them. Between Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and the original clique, I think of X-Pac. And then, of course,
See, I don't because I separate Scott Hall from all of them because Scott Hall is one of my favorites.
I see. Scott Hall was the man.
Jens is back.
Jens is back. Guess who's back?
Jens is
back.
Back again.
Yeah. Hey, guess who?
So wait, what's
Yeah.
what are you showing now?
Yeah.
Nate? Is this
Oh,
Oz?
no. With me earphones in, I can.
Oh, I shared it and then it dropped immediately. What the hell is that?
The nudity.
Is that an Oz clip?
I see an Oz
we
clip.
don't
Do you want
need
me
to
to
see Kevin Nash getting naked.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta go back. I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah, gotcha.
Look at this. That's just madness.
Okay, I gotta wait for a second, or it'll drop if I click on it immediately. And it dropped again immediately. Why'd it do that? I guess Kevin Nash is on the stream. He's like, I'm not gonna let you show me as Oz.
I showed it. You didn't see me?
No, it dropped again. As soon as I clicked on the thing to show it, it keeps dropping.
I showed it. I thought I did. Hold on.
And every time I'm trying to share it, it's not letting me show it.
Can you see me sharing it?
And yeah, Wrestling Forever. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan was the guy who.
Can you see my screen, Slasher? Slasher?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yes, I hear it. I see it.
Okay. Was Oz ever in the Dungeon of Doom?
It did it again. Why is every time you're trying to show your screen, it's it's immediately dropping it? I don't know
I don't
what the hell that's about. Streamlabs being a dick.
Yeah, I think some updates I need to download, but
But no,
no,
Oz was never in the
Google
Dungeon
one.
of Doom.
Okay.
I think he was. Was he gone? Yeah, he was gone by the time they started the Dungeon of Doom. Okay,
Hey,
Jens.
yeah, well, I was looking to find out, but I even looked through the Wikipedia of Ultimate Warrior because I know you versed him, but yeah, I still couldn't see him because he was under 6 foot. Because yeah, he won't Playboy Buddy Rose because Playboy Buddy Rose is like a 5'11" or something, like 6 foot.
I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second. Gotta mute real quick.
He found Slasher found him based on the T-shirt that you said, and
Yeah, are you sure?
Oh,
unless they're two different people, the person in the shirt is different than the person you're describing.
yeah, well, like yeah, as I say, he
You also gotta remember,
he's
Ultimate Warrior's
only
kind of
wrestler
tall.
that like
Because Ultimate Warrior's like 6'5",
Yeah,
legitimately, so he's gonna make a lot of people look
yeah,
short.
yeah. No. But this dude, he was under 6 foot. He might have been like 5.5 foot. But like,
He
yeah,
was, like,
he
noticeably
wore his
short.
T-shirt. Yeah. He wore his T-shirt saying,
Who's
"I
5'6"?
worked hard for this body."
Dino
I was
Bravo?
actually though. No. But I can't remember his name. But yeah, it might have been like
Oh, he's 6 feet. I thought, like, who was short?
Playboy Buddy Rose. Yeah. It might have been that actually. Yeah. As he had worst gimmick of like just that T-shirt, and he got slammed all over by Ultimate Warrior. But most contestants did though against Ultimate Warrior. But oh yeah, I mentioned the model Rick Martel. His gimmick.
You know, like the model,
The
Big
model
Martel?
Big Martel?
Yeah, do you remember his gimmick of just wearing some shades and pretending he was a model?
Yeah,
That was his thing.
The Arrogance cologne,
Yeah.
the Val
Yeah,
Venus music before Val Venus had it.
All right, so we got into the model Rick Martel right now.
That's what
It's a great
That's what Ian's
gimmick.
brought up. I strongly disagree.
Well, he sold it real good, but I'm just saying though, his gimmick was being a model, as in like,
Well, they also did that because they just split him up from Tito Santana.
Yeah, I'm like, if you were going to do the repackaging issue, because he was just, him and Tito Santana was such a good tag team, then all of a sudden he's just the model Rick Martel. That is kind of I can get that, because they were kind of a cool tag team to be split up to just.
To be fair to the Rick model Martel, he sold it perfectly. He did what he did. He gave it that sort of like, I'm better than you because I'm a model, sort of arrogance. And like wore his shades and that, and looked at like the crowd in the model poses. Yeah, but like I'm just saying though, when like all right, like
I think Jens, I think I get your hate of gimmicks. I think I get your brand. If somebody is obviously not what they claim to be, a model who's out of shape, or a guy who has a great body who's fat, you don't like those Those are trash
Well,
gimmicks.
Rick Martel wasn't out of shape. Rick Martel was Diesel. Rick Martel was fucking jacked.
No, but he wasn't a model though. He was good looking. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. He was good looking. But when it comes to models, he'd been called in for a few shots, but the way he was acting, but that's how you got to portray it. Because like the best person with that ravishing Rick Rude, that his gimmick was like real cheesy. But I like.
He had a button that said, "Yes, I am a model."
I do kind of see what you mean, because like a model, like Ravishing Rick Rude has a body more akin to what a model would have. An actual model, they have more of like super diced. They're not as bulky as like wrestlers.
Cool.
They're like
They've got to be cut in the 80s.
Ravishing Rude looked more like a fucking 70s or 80s porn star, like with the.
That was his tash. Right.
Yeah, that mustache.
I tell you what,
that mustache makes him look like a porn star.
Yeah, but I tell you what.
No.
Damn
He's supposed to be okay now.
Rick Rude had, which could have one of the double
Rude
chin.
had double chin. What?
Oh yeah, he had like the cleft chin. Yeah, like
like
yeah,
the
like
butt
chin.
chin.
Yeah.
But because he was so cut, but because he was so cut, like
his hair looked like a poodle's ass. That didn't matter. His whole point was that he looks like he's a scumbag.
A lot of women was after ravishing. No, I think there's a bit of player hater here.
It wouldn't surprise me if there's some indie wrestlers right now who don't know that Ravishing Rick Rude's son.
Jens, what did you think of Brutus the Barber Beefcake? He didn't cut hair with a normal scissors or clippers. He used hedge clippers.
Man, Brutus is kind of. He's had a few trash gimmicks.
Nate, you're wrong. You're wrong there. Nate, he never cut people's hair with those fucking garden clippers. He would always take the scissors out.
He chased them around the ring.
It's a good thing he never fell with those motherfuckers. It's a good thing he never ran and then slipped up and fell. Like what was the guy that fell in that Greatest Royal Rumble? I can't think. Titus O'Neil.
Oh man!
When he slid under the ring.
Yeah. You guys think that was a work?
The first one I didn't think was a work. The second one, yes.
Yeah.
I think the second one. I think when he went on the ring, that was a work.
Mm-hmm. I see. But you brought up Brutus Beefcake. He was also Zodiac and Booty Man. I found out today. I remember Booty Man vaguely.
Booty Man.
And as a man who likes booty, I thought the gimmick would be cool, but apparently he cared about his own booty. Who's the disciple? He sure was the disciple. I do remember the disciple.
Yeah.
He's had a few shitty gimmicks.
He was the disciple. Yeah.
Too many rides, I think.
Yeah. He was he had no real wrestling skill, but he was a good steroid guy, and he was a Hulk Hogan fan. Brutus only had one gimmick, and that was a fan of Hulk Hogan. He was somebody to do steroids and lift weights with Hulk Hogan.
That's all you needed at the time.
Yeah. I'll carry your bags, brother.
Basically.
Road Dog. His Road Dog.
Yeah. This is exactly what he was. Speaking of Road Dog, you know that song that's now like the internet famous, the With My Baby Tonight. Is it true that he's the one who actually sung that song?
Huh?
The Double J. Okay.
I know that was the gimmick at the time, but who the hell even knows? Did Road Dogg ever actually sing?
I heard he can really sing, so that's why I asked that.
Yeah,
so Jeff Jarrett
Hey, it's the right foot song.
He sings like the Tiger King.
Yeah.
Somebody else sang that.
Well,
okay.
No. Jeff Jarrett sings that because the dude that wrote Hogan's theme tune and like Ultimate Warrior's theme tune and like loads of he he wrote that,
Yeah.
or well,
Jim
yeah, I
Johnson,
think
or whatever his name is.
you know,
Or
I don't.
Jim
Yeah,
Johnson.
well, like, yeah, it could be. I don't know, but I know he wrote loads of because my mate had this well, it was wrestling sort of theme tunes. So I wasn't WWE, but it was like wrestling theme tunes that had like like 40 odd, like, and there was like Warrior, Hogan, because like Hulk Hogan's one of my favorite tunes because it was like played a lot when I was watching wrestling, and that every time on it WrestleMania from yeah.
You know that wasn't
When
even
it comes,
Hogan's original theme. That wasn't even
no,
originally meant for Hogan. That was meant for
no, but
going back to
yeah,
IRS. That was
no,
Mike Rotundo and Barry Windham's theme before it was Hogan's theme.
Barry Windham.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
that reminds me of another bad gimmick.
Don't even say the Widowmaker because the Widowmaker was dope and they slept on it.
No, the Stalker. The Stalker
Okay,
Barry
yeah.
Windham.
See, that was a blink and miss it one that I didn't even get to put on my list. The Stalker Barry Windham.
And then DDP did it later when he was in the WWF.
Yes.
He did it with the Undertaker.
The Invasion. Yeah.
DDP post Invasion is one of the worst set of gimmicks. I mean, I kind of like Positive Page, and obviously that kind of played out. That was kind of real life because he ended up being like somebody who helped a lot of people afterwards.
Yeah, that's Stalker.
But outside of that Stalker shit was terrible.
Who's that peeping in my window?
The Invasion was terrible.
Wow, nobody now.
They had everything.
That's not a bad thing. That's a
they
good
do
thing.
with the Invasion, and they fucked it up.
Yeah. Have we mentioned Giant Gonzalez on stream? I know I talked about him beforehand. I don't know if I mentioned.
I don't know if we already did, but let's go into that shit.
Yeah.
I thought Giant Gonzalez was terrible even before he was Giant Gonzalez. When he was El Gigante in fucking
Sure was El
WCW.
Gigante. Yeah, he was.
He was one of these dudes that, like, he's just like Great Khali. You might as well drag a tree out into the middle of the ring and expect that tree to have a match.
Yep.
And at least Great Khali, say what you will, has some charisma about him. Giant Gonzalez.
Did he really?
He has a weird charisma about him. Great Khali.
Oh.
There's something weird. Like
he wrestled Tigers.
I will agree to disagree.
That's fine. I'm not. It's a weird. It's not like good. I don't know. There's something weird. Like
it's not good
bad.
Charisma.
No,
it's like go away heat.
No, you know what it is? There's a fascination in Great Khali. Like, how is he even moving? And you can't help but to watch. There's something like I can't not. If Great Khali comes on screen, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna criticize, but I'm gonna watch in a way that I can't really explain or put words to. But I know I'm not the only one.
It's like a walking train wreck to you.
Yeah. There's something about a Great Khali match that's just fascinating to watch.
A Punjabi prison match.
So it's like watching a bad movie that you enjoy.
Well, we like that. We do that slasher. You know,
that's a very good analogy. That's exactly what it is. But Giant Gonzalez didn't give you that. He didn't. There's no fascinating. There's nothing. There's nothing there but a guy in a body
I don't know.
suit.
It was in a bad way. His costume was, his costume. Yeah, that was fascinating in a bad way. That costume.
Where's his dong? Is it all under that bush?
Can someone please bring up that costume?
Yeah, okay. I got it. I'm on it.
Yeah, that costume was unreal. I can't. Oh damn it! I got yens. I can't imagine why you would come up with that gimmick and come up with that costume, or why they thought that was good.
Costume.
Well, you got to have that costume because he wasn't ripped. He needed furry shoulders.
And airbrushed muscles.
That's what you put him over with those furry. I'm sorry, with that body. Okay. Hold on, pictures coming.
All right, real quick. Resolute Germ and Wrestling Forever are talking about. He said Resolute Germ says Gonzalez was an actor. They tried to make a wrestler, but then Wrestling Forever said he was actually a basketball player for the Atlanta Hawks.
He was a basketball player for the Atlanta Hawks,
I knew he
and
was a
Ted Turner
basketball
put him on there. Can you see my screen?
But does that mean if Dominique Wilkins got injured, he could have been a wrestler? Like, what the hell?
Maybe. Well, I mean,
finally worked this time. Thank you for actually working this time. This fucking Streamlabs shit. Anyway, yeah, look at that.
It?
Yeah, look how
I can't
ripped he
believe
is.
that.
Look how ripped he is.
Just he needs to manscape clearly.
Oh, do you remember that body guy from the 80s? And you could see his muscles. He had a airbrush suit. I forget his name.
No, who is this?
I'm trying to think.
Oh wait, are you talking about like the fucking guy like, and he had like organs on the outside of his suit?
Yes.
Slim Goodbody.
Yes. Slim Goodbody. Yes.
Slim Goodbody. I never heard that.
Oh, you'll see.
They used to they used to show this. They used to show this shit in school to us.
I saw him on oh, this is the worst.
Yeah, you guys are right.
Whoops. Wait, sorry.
Oh.
Jens came back in. Jens came
You see this
back
vigilante?
in and I was distracted. But
oh, whoa! I've never seen this motherfucker before.
Yeah, he was on Nickelodeon in the early 80s.
What the fuck is this? Slim Goodbody.
yeah, he had organs on like the outside of his suit.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And apparently-
that's pretty much what the Giant Gonzalez was.
Yeah. And there was some dispute about him being an actor. Apparently, he did do some acting as well in between. So it was both. Oh boy.
Yeah, I got this from his from the IMDb.
Slim Goodbye. The superhero of health. So Wrestling Forever knows who he is. I never heard of this. I'm thinking I'm some wrestling fan. I've never heard some of this stuff.
Well, Slim Goodbody wasn't a wrestler.
Oh.
He was for educational purposes.
I thought
No,
this
he
was
wasn't a
one of them
wrestler.
shitty
It was
WCW gimmicks. Like, geez.
Like an education. No. It wasn't anything to that extreme.
You can't even do Slim Goodbody now. That's fat shaming.
He wasn't fat.
No, but he's shaming fat people by trying to get people healthy.
No,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fat shaming now.
That's the thing.
Having
That's the thing, though. He's not fat.
Well,
But
That
you're
is
saying
no
Slim
problem.
makes his body good, so therefore you're
Yeah,
saying
well,
fat makes his body bad. You're a bigot against
Yeah,
fat.
it's anti-Lizzo propaganda is what it is.
Exactly.
yeah. Well, there's no harm in shaming, body shaming people. It's a case of like, well, if you don't want to be body shamed, don't have a body that's shameful. And if you don't have a body that's shameful, and there's medical reasons, then you can bring that up. But if there's no medical reasons, then just got to be called a fat cunt and get on with it.
That's where they came up with all those euphemisms and stuff. It's glandular. It's big bone.
It's all this other
Oh, well,
shit.
there is that. There is that. But there's also people just eating loads of fucking fatty food.
Not that this many people got thyroid issues. As a fat fuck.
No.
Yeah. As a fat fuck, it was trying to lose a little weight, even though I'm drinking shit. Ain't nobody positive about my fat ass. I need to lose weight.
All right.
There's
man.
nobody that body positive shit is the worst thing for her.
You know, you know the best thing to do, lose weight? Boil
I know what to
all
do
your
to lose
food.
You said what?
Yeah, well, Well, it's if you can handle eating boiled food, because and like
You're not gonna get me on some
the
Euro.
No, I'm not doing that.
oil because it gets all the fat. But it
I'm just
tastes a
gonna-
bit bland. It tastes a bit bland, but it's meat, right? Oh, and that
I'll just intermittent fast and
does wonders.
work out. That works.
All right.
Like when I
also-
intermittent fast and work out, that tends to work. I just have to stop being a fat fuck and actually do it. When I actually do it, it works.
Here's a good one. Simon Dean. This
Yeah, I was
dude
gonna get-
supposed to be-
I was
this
gonna
dude
get the
was
Simon
supposed to
Dean,
be-
yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like the lose weight guru type guy.
He was
And
no, he was
he
a
had a
positivity guy. He was positive.
Yeah. And he had a belly. Like, because before he was Simon Dean,
Yeah,
he was Nova.
He was Nova in ECW.
and he
The
did
OG
not-
of the comic book character
Pretty
gear.
much, right? Pretty much. And he did not have that belly he had when he was Simon Dean. He looked like he was actually in shape when he was Nova. I guess maybe that was part of the, the whole thing. Like, hey, we're gonna get some ironic laughs at this whole shit.
Yep.
You know,
But that was like 8 years earlier that he was in ECW.
not that long.
Oh no, you're right. I'm thinking of when he was maybe
And-
4 years.
and it might have been that time. Yeah, but it might have been that time when wrestlers started to realise that if you're too cut and you haven't got no fat, like cushioning you, you're going to suffer more injuries. And so, like today's wrestlers, so some of them know, like, oh yeah, I need to get like bulked, but not too cut. I need to get cut enough that you can see my muscles, but not that cut enough that I've got no fat. That when I'm getting slammed off the ring post, it's like breaking
There were
into
also
my
a
ribs.
lot of people who were total like roid beasts that couldn't
Oh,
amount to shit in wrestling because there was a lot of people in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Even 2000s.
Total ripped up roid monsters that like you could see when they're in 2 minutes in the ring, they can't fucking move.
Well, Ben
Cardio,
Wow-
bro. What's cardio? It's like
Yeah.
that King of the Hill where Macho Man was on it.
All right, see, Wrestling Forever says Skip and Sonny, the body dominance. Chris Candido could go though. Chris Candido.
Yeah, he was a good wrestler.
Chris
Yeah.
Candido was a fucking machine in the ring. That dude was
He
good.
just made the mistake a lot of men did. Wife and a thought.
Bang Sonny?
Cannot turn. Yeah, Sonny. Cannot turn a
Banging
hoe into a
Sonny?
housewife. Nothing wrong with banging her. It's wifing her. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Didn't he propose to her or
I
something?
mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in my life where it's like, yeah, give me Sonny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, put a ring on it.
Sonny was hot.
She was hot,
Ooh.
but
Ooh.
you got to know
Ooh.
when she's like,
Oh yeah.
some of the stories that I heard about, it makes you really feel bad for Chris Candido. She
Yeah,
was really
I
running
know.
around on him.
Yeah, she dragged him through the fucking dirt. It's fucking. And like,
That's
and like
that.
held it in his face, and he stayed with her. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty fucked up. Real fucked up. That's a whole. That's his own podcast in and of itself. That whole Sonny thing.
Wrestling thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh,
Wrestling thoughts. Should that be a Big Daddy?
I don't know
V?
that. I don't know that many.
Big Daddy V. I actually didn't mind when Viscera came back repackaged as Big
Slasher,
Daddy.
that's me.
Even though, okay,
I was talking. I was responding
I
to him
didn't. Sorry,
talking about Mabel
know what?
and
I didn't
Simon
mind
Dean.
him when he came back repackaged as Six Titty Big Daddy V.
That was never his official name.
16.
He has 6 tits,
He's like a dog. He's like a dog who's pregnant.
but they actually made him like a mean character. I didn't mind that.
No, Wrestling
Yeah.
Forever. He proposed to Sonny. That wasn't no friends with benefits. That was his girlfriend. He
Mhm.
proposed to that woman.
And there's
I
some
thought they were
Shawn Michaels
married.
stuff involved in that too.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels,
thought
but
they
he
were
was not the
married.
only one hitting that. He was just. Did they marry? He marry her? He may have married her.
I thought they
Yeah,
were
that
Yeah, I
was
don't
not
know.
just a friends with benefits situation. That was his, either fiance or maybe even wife. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was involved, and Sonny, and it wasn't just Shawn Michaels. It was Bret Hart. It was anybody who said hi to her could have got at least a BJ out of her, and
It
he
was
put a
anyone
ring
in
on
the
it.
locker room, basically.
Yeah, if you were a
It was
professional
anyone in the
wrestler, you
locker
said,
room.
"Hey, what's going on, Sonny?" You could get your knob slobbed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Just bag it up.
that's just
Just bag it
filthy.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally changed the
I,
subject.
I was in
You
love with
guys brought
Trish
up
Stratus.
Trish Stratus was
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. She could have stratified me anytime. Oh,
Good God.
She was beautiful in her era.
yeah. Yeah. I
But
wrestling was a bit shit, but
yeah, she got better. She got better as it went along.
well, yeah. Well, okay.
All right,
That's
so
an issue, but she didn't have to be for me,
before,
though.
before this gets into before it goes into perv wrestling talk, like, keep on track of what the whole point was.
So
She's trying to
another
wrestle, eh?
bad wrestling
Flash
gimmick. You
Funk.
guys remember Dean Douglas? I saw Simon Dean that just triggered Dean Douglas. That was Shane
Yeah,
Douglas
Shane Douglas.
as
All right, see,
the genius, basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember because he could do a backflip, but he looked
So,
like
wait.
a dude that couldn't do a backflip. But he couldn't do.
I'll throw this in there with you, Vigilante.
He was real.
I'll say when they
limbo. But he
when
looked
they
like
turned Scorpio into Flash Funk.
Oh, I hated that.
That wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse.
But he was, I guess,
he was
because
better than the gimmick. But yeah, he's my favorite wrestler for the record.
yeah, Scorpio's great.
Flash Funk is awful. I love Too Cold Scorpio. Flash Funk is awful.
Well, okay, so as
I
Too
mean, I
Cold
love the wrestler.
Scorpio, he rapped in WCW on his entrance music. He had a rap video.
First is Dean Douglas. I just shared.
No, yeah. Are you gonna show it?
I'm sure. I don't
Where he's telling
know. I just
the
figured.
kids to go to school.
No, show
telling
it.
the kids to go to
Show Dane
school,
Douglas.
right?
Oh, if I had the video, I need to pull up the video. So this is Dean Douglas. This is Shane Douglas.
Dean Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was basically Shane Douglas. And he only held the Intercontinental belt for like a match because Shawn Michaels
Yes.
got the shit kicked out of him in
And
Syracuse.
Razor Ramon came out and squashed him right after. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was the IC champion for that moment. And he was
Kind of-
had a terrible gimmick.
They kind of redid the gimmick with Christopher Nowinski, Harvard Chris.
Yeah, they did. Well, at least it fit a little bit better. Dean Douglas it just didn't work.
But here's another bad one they did. The Executioner.
Huh.
They turned Bam Bam Terry Gordy, one of the fabulous Freebirds from back in the day, when they brought him into WWF. Still F at the time, by the way.
Yeah.
And they threw a terrible Executioner hood on him, and I think he feuded with Undertaker for a cup of coffee.
That was one of the Undertaker's Monsters of the Week.
Yeah, they really like doing that.
I have another Monster of the Week.
Yeah,
The Minotaur.
he's on my list too.
He's on mine as well, but I didn't know who he was until I looked it up.
Yeah, I don't have anything
Blink and
special about it. He was
a
just a
Blink and
Monster of the Week.
He was a blink and miss it guy, but there's a lot of pictures of him.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone remember this guy from WCW named Roadblock?
I do remember Roadblock from WCW.
I don't. Only Roadblock from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, he's
this
the
was
more
big
famous.
fat guy. This is a big
Yeah.
fat guy that would like come out with like a road sign, like singlet, like He would have like some road sign shit.
Oh yeah.
Fucking gear.
Dead End. Yeah. I
And he
remember
would
this guy.
And he would carry like the barricade on his back.
That's awful. You have a picture? Do you have pictures of that?
Yeah, I'm sharing it now. Here you go.
I need to see a picture.
Yeah, I remember him when I saw him.
That seems
Oh, black.
familiar.
Yeah, he was one of those guys who came out air.
What's that black and white one?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Is that his granddad?
Yeah.
Like he comes out with the
Yeah.
fucking thing on his
That looked graceful.
what the
Hey,
fuck?
that's better than nothing.
I agree. He's a
That
big
is
motherfucker
great.
to be doing it.
For a big fat guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Bam Bam Bigelow, but
No.
Yeah.
Bam.
Vader could do clean moonsaults though. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I know you're fat, but come on, bro.
And he looked fierce with that mask on his face, where you're thinking, oh, like Mankind, where it's like, oh, what's he wearing that for?
Vader, I love Vader.
There's no
He's one of my
purpose.
favorite gimmicks of all time.
who, Vader or Mankind?
I love
Vader's
both
one
of them,
your
actually.
favorite gimmicks?
Both are actually amongst my favorite. Mankind's probably top 3 favorite. Vader's not that high, but I love him.
My favorite Foley gimmick is
Yeah,
Cactus Jack. I gotta go with
What's that?
Cactus Jack for my favorite Foley gimmick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite gimmick was the
Real good. I thought,
yeah.
I watched him get set
Yeah,
on fire.
yeah.
Texas Cactus Jack, so I guess that's why.
No, it's still for me. It's still the like Mick Foley era Mankind, where
I
he was
think
like the
Cactus
late
Jack-
'90s.
I'd have bet.
Bang bang.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
the bang bang. Yeah, because like Mankind just was a bit like Paul Bearer. Just ooh, Cactus Jack and all bang bang. You know that shit.
Yeah, Mick Foley was great. He was great, and my favorite, era, like I said, is the late
Oh, yeah.
'90s. He's basically Mick Foley, but he's still Mankind. That era of Mankind, where he's just Mick Foley, but he's Mankind, and he has a little tie. The shirt and tie era of Mankind is my favorite, and I know it's the most classic.
Who could have
Corporate
been
Foley?
the next man?
No, not the corporate where he had it
Yeah.
after, right after corporate Foley, and he still was wearing it. He was still wearing the shirt and tie, but it was all crooked, and he was wearing the sweatpants and the Mr. Socko and all that stuff. The classic
The sweatpants.
I'd say
sweatpants, shirt and tie.
Who could have been the next
Yeah,
Mankind, but
the-
didn't for some reason was Abyss. That motherfucker
Abyss was
could
pretty
have been
cool.
the next Mankind.
Abyss blew it. He blew it.
That's what I'm saying.
He
could
had
have
the
been
chance to
the
go to
next Mankind.
WWE. He said no.
He was just
Yeah.
a bigger Mankind. He was like if Kane and Foley were in one person.
Yeah,
They may have been at one time.
I thought when I saw him at first, I was like, is he the illegitimate son of Kane and Foley?
yeah. Did they both double team a ring rat? And here's the bastard child. What happened?
It just grew super fast.
Yeah, in a lab. Is there,
All right.
there's a
Any
modern gimmick.
more gimmicks there?
There's a modern gimmick that I didn't mention because I don't know if it's still something she does. I didn't like Chris Statlander's alien shit. I'm not sure if
I
she's still
love
doing this.
that. I love it.
yeah.
I love the poop. I love the alien stuff. I love it all.
I haven't seen it in a year, so I don't know if it's gotten better.
She got hurt.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she. I think she like broke a leg or something.
Oh, that's never good. But yeah, though, I just when I first saw it, I'm like, okay, I don't.
There's a lot of
I don't
those
get it.
AEW gimmicks.
Honestly, yeah, a lot. I wanted to like
A lot
AEW
of
so
those
much more than I
AEW
actually
gimmicks.
I have another bad gimmick, and it's a
Right.
stable. The Spirit Squad.
did. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was bad.
that just
That was really bad.
that was a wreck. It was terrible.
You know
I
what?
mean,
Yeah,
good
I will say.
Dolph
From-
Ziggler
I
still
will
has not
say
recovered
that.
from the Spirit Squad. I don't care. Like it's been more than a decade. He's still he'll never be a star, and I feel like your Spirit Squad has a little bit to do with it, amongst other reasons.
What do you
Neither,
think the other reasons
neither
are?
will Kenny Dykstra.
Vince just picked him not to be a star, and that was it. And so there was nothing we could do to make him a star, no matter how much we liked him. No matter what, even he had moments where he was really, really over and beloved, but it didn't matter because he was picked. They just, I don't know what he
Oh,
did, but sometimes Vince
yes,
just says, "No, you're not a star. And I don't care what anyone says," and that's just how it is.
yes. So sometimes it's the crowd, isn't it? If they don't want said, but then sometimes it's the decision of like the managers and Vince.
Yeah, I just remember when he won that title in 2013, and he had the Money in the Bank. Even though he did get hurt, he got hurt not too far after, so that had a lot to do with it as well. But he was super over when he won that title. Super duper over. He had the Money in the Bank. He beat Alberto Del Rio. He was the world champion, and I think he was actually a heel at the time. But the crowd popped crazy, and that was the highlight of his career.
Well, yeah. Thinking about what about oh X X Punk or X or CX
X-Pac?
Punk? Yes.
Oh, CM Punk.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
CM Punk. Yeah, that's it.
Straight Edge Society.
Well, no, you're saying CM Punk. He was a real good wrestler, pleased the crowd, but because he like got a bit, I think, shitty with the sort of manager sort of thing. Because there was one where he was trying to say, "Oh, they hate me," and then the mic just cut off and that, and they like got rid of him. They're like, it's towing the line, though, isn't it? Because companies.
CM Punk started sucking his own dick too much. That's what
I agree. I love CM Punk, but like he used to say, "Oh yeah, they're holding me down." You were the world champions for over a year. You won multiple world titles. You were a mainstay of you were one of the top guys in the company for a good 3 or 4 year period. They they could have used you better. They could have did a lot of things better, but you were not picked. Like you weren't shitted on. Like despite what you think, there was probably a period where you were shitted on, but that period stopped in 2011 after he got his push. And no, they didn't do everything perfectly.
You know what CM Punk was? CM Punk was Bret Hart without the amount of years.
Yeah, that's a good.
CM Punk could not hold a candle to a Bret Hart.
No, he can't.
That's what I said.
As far as in ring,
CM Punk is Nate. I was saying that CM Punk is Bret Hart without the work hours put in.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy because he really thought he was on Bret Hart's level. He really.
Well, no, I thought CM Punk was pretty good level in the wrestling ring. It was just when he got in the UFC octagon, he got his face smashed in the middle.
I'm sorry, it was actually funny watching him get destroyed in his fights. I'm sorry. After all the build up, it was so funny.
Well, yeah, I think he did have it.
All right, I don't like to see people get actually hurt, but like watching this motherfucker get cauliflower eared.
I don't mind.
No, I don't.
But yeah, I don't mind if the mouth. Yeah, no, but I don't mind someone getting smacked all over if they've been mouthing off, saying they can do something. Because see, I thought he was a good wrestler in that, but like when he got into the UFC ring, it was his ego. I thought he was one of them where he believed his own hype, and if you're going to believe your own hype, you're going to have to be real good. Yeah, you're going to have to be really, really good at whatever you believe in your talent is. Yeah,
you're going to be.
And so I thought it was a pretty good wrestler. But,
he was a good wrestler, but he thought he was a great wrestler.
Yes,
well, it could have been one of them where they want to share the belt around.
Man, he had the belt. He had the world title for like a year. and he had a other bunch of other belts before that, and even some titles after that. I don't know what he wants as a
Right.
career.
You've had the belt.
What do you want? What do you want? What could they possibly do more for you? You're not John
think he
Cena.
wanted
You're
to-
the next guy under. What's the problem? Deal.
I think CM Punk wanted to beat Hogan's record of winning 5 WrestleManias.
But I mean, he's
It's like,
never.
but yeah, you're seeing
Oh,
that's what I'm saying though. Yeah, you're
I think you're
CM
right
Punk.
though.
But I'm saying like though, you're CM Punk. He's Hulk Hogan. No, it's not gonna equate.
Yeah, Jens, I think you're right. He did want to be Hulk Hogan. He wanted to be 5 WrestleMania. He wanted to be Stone Cold. He wanted to be. He's just you're the next level under that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's not even next level under that.
Yeah, but I mean, for the era, he was. I'm not. He doesn't count like because the era. I don't consider that late 2000s into the 10s era as good as the Stone Cold era. I'm just talking about his place in the wrestling spot.
Nobody does.
Yeah, but like his place relative to where he was the second guy under John Cena. Okay, what's your problem? Like, what do you want? What do you want to? What are you mad at?
You know what the problem is? John Cena.
I think he was better than John Cena.
He was better than John Cena. He didn't make more money than John Cena. And this is a business.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's towing the line, isn't it? There's been plenty of.
He didn't have the same voice to the higher ups as John Cena does.
No.
And I'm not a John Cena. I don't.
Well, yeah. I think John Cena, though, he appeals.
Go ahead. I'm rambling.
To
Go
the
ahead.
kids a lot. We're saying Punk was more sort of teenager. So. Yeah, I was saying John Cena appealed to the kids.
I guess compared to Cena.
And CM Punk was more a teenager, sort of like, and so they thought, right, well, the mums and dads are going to buy more bedspreads of John Cena than CM Punk. Business decisions.
Please tell me they didn't make John Cena bedspreads.
I'm sure they did. They made John Cena everything.
Yeah, you know.
You don't think they did?
I gotta look that
You
up.
don't think they did?
What does it say? Hustle, loyalty, respect on your sheets.
They made John Cena everything, and like some CM Punk, some of the things CM Punk said had validity. I know we kind of got off the rails with worst gimmicks, and because he was brought up, but like I remember that one podcast. I even compared Gina Carano's podcast to it. That wasn't quite as edgy, but it was the same. You know, had one podcast after he left, and he had a lot of good points. But at the same time, there's still this guy who was able to do a lot in this company and be one of the top guys in the company and given everything you could possibly want, who was still complaining. And it just, what they did to him medically was fucked up. You know what I mean? With the doctor, you know, that was fucked up. But it's like, dude, what more could they possibly have done for you? They could have only done a little bit. Like, what are you're complaining about minutia? Like the firing on, you know, there's a lot of shit to be fucked up. The firing on the yep, there you go, John Cena bedspread. The fact that they fired him on the wedding day was fucked up. There's a lot of things to be pissed at, but him being pissed at his pushes after 2011.
Why the fuck?
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Nate, how come every time you post something, it's gone like 2 seconds later? Like, what the hell?
I don't know. Maybe there's a lag.
Oh, I think there's a lot of interference going on the internet highways because my phone is being kicked off it loads of it. It's been saying no internet connection, and it's like no, I know I've got internet connection because it's on my phone. And it's like, oh, move closer to the router. It's like, no, my phone is the router. And so I think there's a lot of, it could be because we're doing a stimulating conversation of wrestling. The like powers that be are like, whoa. That seems so much fun.
So Vince Russo's involved in what's going on? WCW Vince Russo's causing this problem?
Bro.
Well,
Bro.
well, if we pay him enough, he might turn.
Bro,
Bro,
I
I
just took
totally
over
wrote
Street
the
Love,
Attitude
bro.
Era, bro. That's not a good
Bro.
place, Bruce. I'll be honest.
Oh, I thought of it was a good gimmick, but bad to if you was doing it was the Boogeyman or the Booger Man where you used to eat worms.
Yeah, I have him on my list. I have
The
Boogeyman
gimmick
on my
was
list.
cool.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
You know
gross.
Yeah,
what? The gimmick
yeah.
was cool. Dude wasn't a good wrestler, man. That dude wasn't a good
Nah.
wrestler.
Well, half decent, but yeah, he wasn't out spectacular. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah. I think them worm eating thingies was sort of like most of his act sort of thing where.
But then he
Like,
also
oh,
had
yeah.
the clock,
Yeah.
and he would just pop up in
Yeah,
non-scary
Pop
times.
over his head.
Oh yeah. I say it was half decent, but it's one of them where if you willing to eat worms and that man, man's probably going to be like, all right, we'll get you on, because I can't remember. There's been a few and they're like wrestlers that have done some crazy stuff, and it's like, oh yeah.
Okay, here's one. When they turned Chavo Guerrero into Kerwin White. Yeah, there you go. That was
Absolutely. That's a terrible gimmick.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind Kerwin White at all. Or Jimmy
Jesus.
Wang Yang.
Jesus, me. Yeah, oh
Jimmy
God,
Wang
that was
Yang.
another better one.
Jimmy
Wow,
Wang
Nate.
Yang is kind of entertaining.
Nate.
He was actually really entertaining, to be fair.
Wow, Nate, your wrestling opinions are pretty crazy sometimes when I think about it.
Maybe it's because I'm from Arizona, and I see a lot of Kerwin Whites. I don't know.
You run into
Kerwin
Kerwin
White,
White every day.
Kerwin White.
Yeah, what's that? I'm a bit lost on
He
that.
almost hit you with his golf cart.
Kerwin White was a gimmick. It was like a golfer gimmick that Chavo Guerrero had. Who was he? He somebody's caddy.
Dolph
Kerwin
fucking
White.
Ziggler was his caddy.
I don't think he was. I think he
Dolph
had
Ziggler was his caddy. That's right.
Dolph
Right, yeah. No, I missed that one totally. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening there?
Well, Jens, that was also another blink and miss it one because he did this and then Eddie Guerrero died within a couple months. So
Yeah.
Chavo Guerrero went back to being Chavo Guerrero.
That's true. Yeah.
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 And Chavo said in interviews that he didn't have a problem with the gimmick.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah, you're an idiot if you do that. I'm sorry. All right, here's another one. Sergeant Slaughter, Iraqi sympathizer. What the fuck was this guy thinking?
Oh, that was a bad gimmick.
I
I
didn't
don't know
even
if it
put
was a
this
gimmick or an
I
angle.
didn't even put this on my list. But Sergeant Slaughter, Iraqi sympathizer. When this fucking guy, okay, you're making a lot of money from the company, right? But
And yeah,
when
Joe.
you have to fucking admit years later that you had to walk around places with a bulletproof vest, like, you're a fucking idiot.
No, that's good heat.
Yeah, you almost got murdered. Great heat.
Yeah.
Right?
But Iraqi said that made no like.
Especially
That was a-
right after coming off the heels of being the G.I. Joe fucking poster boy
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
fucking
It was in the
years.
G.I. Joe cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking kick some ass. And normally he was like one of the fucking. He was like teaching the fucking GI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jens,
They're also very generous
Like,
with him in the
how did
cartoon.
Gordon be in?
They were
G.I.
also very generous in the cartoon how Diesel they made him. Because Sergeant Slaughter did have a Diesel.
G.I. Joe was called something else in the UK. Did you ever watch it, Jens?
Oh yeah. Action Force.
Yes.
It was called Action Force.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool name.
Because
Ninja
G.I.
Action
Joe.
Ninja Turtles had a different name too.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yep.
Like was so American, and there was like, well, who the fuck's Joe? And so it confused us like, oh, it's Action Force. because G.I. Joe's a regiment is not a dude. Well, it does seem a bit confusing because you're thinking, right?
It clearly explained it in the theme song.
The G.I. Joe film.
They clearly explained it.
There are special.
I'm too busy rocking out to it. G.I. Joe. But
G.I. Joe.
yeah, I was like
Force.
thinking,
It works.
Yeah, action.
Saying about- I was saying about the film.
Action, force. No, it sounds too generic.
It does sound very Dollar Tree.
Action film. No, right? No,
Dollar Tree.
right? Everyone
Teenage
says,
Mutant Hero Turtles. Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Hero
They gotta be
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Hero.
Why
Yeah, but
can't they
right-
be Ninja Turtles? Okay, all right, Action
Ninja
Force.
was
I get.
Ninja was too violent for the UK, so they took that word out.
oh. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah. Ninja
also
was like, yeah, a Japanese assassin that fucking runs around in the middle of the night and is like, oh no, we don't want the kids like that. Oh, the heroes! There are heroes in the show.
But that was a PC move.
Blame it on the
Yeah,
UK.
Come on,
Wow,
ninjas.
yeah.
Who cares if it's a
yeah. Well, I know, but it was. I think in Britain, in the UK, time of the 90s, it was where it was like, right, well, we can have all the violence, fucking crazy shit we want, but we have to put that 18. And then so you had to water it down and that. Yeah, there's a few things that got like, I can't remember right now, but there's been a few.
In the G.I. Joe cartoons, they
Yeah.
all had regular looking guns, like guns, like
Yeah.
bullet firing looking gun. And
Yeah,
every
it
time
was
they pulled the trigger, it was laser beams coming out of the guns
yeah.
on a G.I. Joe cartoon.
Yeah. Well, that's how they could stun them, probably. Oh, they're not dead, they're just stunned.
Unless you shot a robot,
Oh, yeah, you can blow the shit out of them bastards.
or if you who
That's
died
why
in the
they made
movie,
it-
was it
That's why
Flint
they
or
made the
Duke?
bats.
Oh, well,
Space Lab. That's why they made the bats. So they could,
I can't remember. I think it was
and have them
Duke,
explode
but
in G.I. Joe.
yeah, there's one edit of him dying, and they're all like, "Oh, he's dead," and that. And then there's one edit of him being in a coma, and at the end he's like, "Hey guys, I'm back."
Yeah, and they went with the coma and him coming back because of the Transformers reaction when Optimus died.
Yeah. Well, I was like, "Fucking what?" I bought the fucking Optimus Prime toy. It was like getting dressed up for a party, and then them phoning and saying, "No, we're fucking cancelling." Like, what the fuck? But anyway, yeah, we'll get on to Optimus Prime, and we'll be on the Thundercats next. What? Yeah, back to wrestling though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I have a segue. Refrigerator Perry was all William Refrigerator Perry from the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears was also in GI Joe as a trainer and wrestled in the WWE or F at the time.
yeah.
Did he
And
wrestle?
also in
No, yeah, he was in the
WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal.
WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal. Yeah.
Segue.
T.
Nice job. There was a couple of the Bears in that
Mr. T.
Battle Royal, right?
Walter Payton wrestled, but I don't think he was in a battle royal.
There was a few football players.
Mongo, also a Chicago
Well,
Bear.
Rhino wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow at
Yeah,
And
Lawrence
Mr.
Taylor
T.
did.
He wrestled.
Kevin Green.
Kevin Green
A lot
wrestled.
of wrestlers.
Brian Urlacher was in
football
TNA.
players
He wrestled-
/ wrestlers.
Yeah, Brian Urlacher was in TNA. So was baseball player AJ Przinsky, who not as well known as he was then, but
I remember he had the belt. He had the belt in spring training in Arizona.
yeah. Jimbo
Adam
Covert was
Scumbag
also
Jones.
wrestling there.
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
He was, yeah. That was a weird. He wasn't legally allowed to wrestle, and that was
Yeah.
crazy because Ron Killings had to carry the whole thing. So it was kind of like when
Yet somehow
what's his face had that
yet
little
somehow
kid?
they gave him a belt. Yet somehow they gave him a belt. Though.
They did. They were tag team champions.
I
Stupid.
thought it was messed up that he wasn't legally allowed to wrestle because they suspended him at the same time. I thought that was pretty fucked up.
I thought it was that the NFL rules where you can't do anything that can endanger you, like water ski or that kind of
motorbikes.
I get the rule, but he was suspended. So I thought, like, okay, you're suspending him, but you're telling him he can't do something. That's fucked up. So you can't have it both ways.
Contract.
I get it. I get it. I didn't say it was illegal. I just said it was fucked up. I mean, that's the contract he signed. It's the contract you sign. You got to honor it.
Yeah, what's fucked up is fucking him having to sign it.
Scumbag money grab.
But once you sign it, it's
was a money grab.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a money grab on both. TNA was trying to grab money from his attention that he had. So, I mean, and I'm not even a Pac-Man Jones guy. I just don't like the idea. I just hate the NFL being hypocritical. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the guy. You know what I mean? Or dislike. I just didn't really have an opinion on him. But it's just like, how the hell are you going to suspend a guy? Even what they suspended him for, it was kind of like he didn't really do anything. He was just stupid at a club, and a fight broke out. But like, you're suspending this guy. You're telling him, okay, he can't do anything, but don't do that.
He did do something. He started.
He was throwing money. He was throwing money like an asshole because he was trying to make it rain.
Told the fucking strippers it was just for visual effect. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If I go to
he was a dumbass
and throw dollar bills at strippers and say it's just a visual effect, and I try to scoop up every dollar bill I throw at that stripper, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's stupid. But you're talking about suspending a guy for a year. Does that mean you shouldn't go? You shouldn't go to work for a year?
Okay,
That's crazy.
When the shooting incident comes after that, then yes. Then yes. When the shooting incident comes after that, then yes, you suspend the guy.
Yeah, and teasing strippers with money, I'd suspend him for that.
There were other incidents that they didn't.
Also, look at it. Why was Pac-Man Jones given a second chance? And wait, how many even chances?
He was given a bunch of chances. I'm not trying to defend Pac-Man Jones,
but Ray Rice,
no chances.
Really? Ray Rice done.
There were other guys around that era who had similar like club incidents and bar incidents that didn't get the publicity Pac-Man Jones did, and they didn't get the suspension Pac-Man Jones did. They just would get into a fight at a bar. Maybe a shooting didn't break out. Maybe the shooting was the huge thing, but it wasn't even him shooting. So I just thought, like, okay, he's just another one of these same incidents, but this one just happened to get so much publicity.
There was a lot of bad PR is what it was. And you got Plexico almost cheddar bobbing himself.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let back in the league.
He was.
Yeah.
That the Ray Rice was a video. The video killed him. And it was the era.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. That video footage, that's it.
It was double jeopardy because he got penalized and then the video came out and he got a worse penalty. That wouldn't happen in our US legal system. I don't know about you over there, Jens.
Jens. Well, hey, I won't boast about the US justice system right now, but
we're just talking about American football players that get caught in bullshit.
Oh yeah,
and then we get Mr. Two-time rape charge. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking say it. We get Mr. Two-time rape charge, Ben Roethlisberger.
Exactly. He's never been suspended. Two times. Two time. And there's other ones that didn't even get charged.
2 times.
He has other incidents.
Settle out of court.
He has other incidents that got just
When you settle out of court, what does that mean?
Okay, to be fair, settling out of court could just mean you want him to go away, but there were some
technically, there's no legal binding of Just because you've been accused of something and you settle out of court doesn't mean you're guilty.
2 times
No.
in 2 off seasons. What are you
They-
doing in your off
Oh,
season?
yeah.
That's not
No,
legal. It's not.
You're not working out with your quarterback coach.
Yeah, but if
They didn't
if
have-
you pay him
they
off,
didn't have
though,
to
even if
take-
you're guilty,
They didn't have to take the buyout. They didn't have to take that. If they
Because
wanted
even-
to be guilty of rape, they could have taken the whole thing and made him guilty of rape if it was real.
buying your silence, even if you're guilty, if you buy their silence, then you're getting off
The
of it.
back-to-back thing is what has my eyebrows raised.
My eyebrows
Well,
are
I don't
raised.
blame you. Yeah, I agree. But it's not a proof of guilt.
Yeah.
True.
It
I'm
could have
not
been one of
saying,
them.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, everything we're saying is alleged for legal purposes. We're alleging
Yeah.
it. We don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly.
all alleged. But I
Yeah,
mean, we don't know. And yeah, rich guys can become targets of false accusers. That's very,
Mm.
very true.
Exactly.
And common.
Exactly.
And it
Even
is common.
poor guys, if a crazy bitch wants to fuck up their lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also just saying, like, back-to-back years of this thing, and then all of a sudden it's swept under the rug. It's like, whoop. Like, oh, we're gonna forget about this and freeze.
There was some information about some of those incidents that seemed a little bit like, okay, something happened here. I mean, 'cause-
It's
I-
usually a bit of rough sex, isn't it? And then the woman's like, "Oh, you have to come in my mouth, you raped me." And
Yeah.
you're like, "Ah."
Why is this person?
That's around, girl.
You raped me.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if it had been a sort of like loving, tender, fucking half-hour down munching air minge, she probably wouldn't have put so much of a charge in. But
Well, who's gonna
yeah.
rape, what dude is actually gonna rape eat someone girl out though? Like, that's
Man.
Wow.
I
Well,
don't
I think every dude with if the fucking like moon's right and fucking.
but not like. I mean, if you're gonna, okay, we're getting way off topic. I gotta acknowledge before.
I have another.
no fucking shit.
I have another pro wrestling segue. Enzo
Okay.
Amore, accused of rape,
Good
did not
point.
report it to the WWE. Rape charges dropped because they weren't real. Segue. Bah!
Very true, and he should not have been fired for that. That was
And
BS.
then made a horrible rap song about it.
He did in Phoenix, Arizona, where I live, where he was like dragging a casket with like a quad or something.
Yeah, and B44. Real quick about B40. Pat Patterson was indeed a predator. He's a piece of shit. And I was just watching. I don't know if you guys know who Loki is. Stone Loki. He does a morning show on YouTube.
Yeah.
He had a guy on there. And he also has a channel. He had a guy on there whose uncle. He didn't say Pat Patterson, but if you listen to the story, it's clear that his uncle was
like
one of the
him.
ring boys.
Okay.
And that's pretty fucked up. So I just had to. I can't remember the guy. I subscribed to him because he talked about it. But his uncle, basically, all intents and purposes, one of the ring boys that Pat Patterson fucked up. So and he ended up hurt. He ended up ending himself. So that's a fucked up story.
Yeah.
So since you mentioned, I'm like, I should toss that out there. What's the guy's name? Mr. Zod. Mr. Zod. His uncle. I guess
Oh, General
something happened.
Zod?
Well, that's the name of his channel.
General
But
Zod.
it's not-
Yeah, I know General Zod.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he has like 1,000 subs. But yeah, he talked about his uncle, unfortunately, off the self very recently because of the Pat Patterson thing. Because I think they brought it up to him again. It's been something he's dealt with his whole life. So now I know it's a very somber thing. But when I was mentioned, I'm like, I had to click on the place because that's a recent podcast. As of the past couple of weeks, he did that one. So there's really no. I'm sorry, I don't know how you segue out of that. Yeah, it's just that ring boy. That was it.
Do you want to?
So think of another terrible wrestling gimmick after this horrible conversation.
I'm sorry.
I'll change the conversation because back to
TNA
Crap,
had a
give-
wrestler named Suicide. Bah! Still there. He's still wrestling. Bah!
Yeah.
He's Suicide is the tiger mask of America. Bah, bah, bah.
Suicide. You know, I will. How about another comment? I consider a accurate take from B40. Worst gimmick, all the vanilla midgets in AEW. Mwahahaha. And I never thought I would be the one who said that. As much indie wrestling as I took in to say that, but man, I want to like AEW so much more than I do. I really, 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 really wanted to like AEW. I tried, and there's stuff too. Like, I'm not saying it's terrible.
Are you gonna watch the match or the pay-per-view Sunday?
I don't like it.
I didn't even know there was one.
So just one thing that's happening in AEW: Kenny Omega, John Moxley, exploding barbed wire death match.
Huh?
Yeah. Huh? Indeed. That's the pay-per-view match.
Well, I'll see it tomorrow, but
yeah, I'm probably gonna pay for it, and I haven't ever paid for any of that pay-per-view.
Whoa.
What was that?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
you don't have to pay for it.
I know you don't, but I will for this.
Huh? See,
You
I
don't
was
have
so.
to pay for it.
Yeah.
I've been not really even watching. I haven't watched wrestling pretty much all year, or last year I didn't really watch. So I don't even know what's going on with these gimmicks with anything. I mean, I saw Royal Rumble blind, and I watched them blind, but I'm like, well.
The empty arena shit is brutal to watch, man. Empty arena shit sucks to watch. I'm sorry. Empty arena things suck to fucking watch.
It does, and at least AEW puts out their workers around the ring, and they've been doing that for about a year.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. It's people. Well, actually, since AEW's in Florida, they've actually had fans in there.
You're right. That
a few months.
Couldn't they do something in Texas now? I know it's too late. You know, you can't rush and do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Texas is opening up, aren't they?
Texas is 100% open now. So they can do something.
Well, he's going for it. It was like Arizona, I think. Texas and Arizona was all like, oh, well, we'll open up. We don't care.
I know.
That was Alabama.
Mississippi. Alabama? It was Alabama.
Yeah, it was Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas. We're not open completely yet.
West Virginia is talking about it as well.
We're talking about it, but we're not open yet.
So, I mean, they may have more options. One more for the. Does anyone remember the Los Matadors and El Torito? I hated them.
I didn't like them either. That was awful.
That was very terrible and just awful.
There was the Matador outfit with the little daft hats, little daft Matador hat.
No, wait.
Yeah. And the bull.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, when they turned Tito Santana into El Matador, I hated that one too.
Yeah.
That was another occupational gimmick. Yeah.
What do you guys think about Hornswoggle being on this list? He's beloved.
Midgets are fucking great wrestlers because they get thrown around and the little bodies are like fucking probably getting slammed harder and that, and they take it.
Well, didn't they used to make
right? No, right? Some midgets, right?
Didn't they used to make Hornswoggle be people twice his size?
Padding's on, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they did.
Again, I don't care. And right, the thing with midgets and all right, man, is they don't want to seem like a pussy, do they? Because they're only like 3 feet.
Oh, yeah, of course not. Yeah.
I've seen a midget. Right?
You want a bold midget?
This midget. Right?
If I had a dollar midget, for
like,
every
was arguing with this like fully tall boom.
You'd have a lot of dollars.
I would. There's a lot of luchador dwarves. I have one for the road myself.
Luchador?
Yeah,
Yeah, what the fuck?
Lucha Dwarfs. I have one more bad gimmick for the road. The Yeti in WCW, who was in Dungeon of Doom,
Okay.
who just grabbed someone and shook his arms,
Did you also know?
and he was a mummy, not a Yeti. It didn't even make any sense.
Yeah, he was wrapped up in tape or whatever the hell he was, bandages.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
missed
I'm
that,
really
but I can imagine it. I can imagine
That's
what
why
the-
I'm really pissed off. I couldn't show these pictures because he was not just the Yeti. He was also at one point the super giant ninja.
What?
Whoa! I gotta look that up. I never heard of that.
Somebody bring up the picture of super giant ninja.
I'll try.
Oh man, you know something? The Illuminati was listening to me because as soon as I type in super giant ninja pops up. I was just talking to shout out to Geeky Project. He was telling me about the CIA stuff and all this. Oh, how they're searching everything, how they can tell what you're doing, and then this happens.
They're
like,
on
okay,
your ass, bro.
they are on my ass, and they're not even hiding it anymore. That's pretty creepy, man.
And those is right in there.
Oh, now my internet's fucking up. It's not letting me share it. That's really creepy.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
They're blocking.
So you're gonna crash my internet while I talk about you guys. If they burst in the door and choke me up,
Go to your camera.
You know it wasn't.
We know where you are. We know what you're doing.
Am I still here?
Vigilante, they sacrificed. They sacrificed your screen shares for Space Lab X screen shares. Now he could show it.
Yeah.
That is the super giant ninja.
I'm approved by the Illuminati. Look at that mummy shake. Look at that mummy, that Yeti shake. He's shaking him. He's shaking him. He's shaking him.
Does anyone remember what Tony Schiavone called him? The Yeti.
Oh.
He was the Yeti.
The Yeti, you're right. The Yeti! The Yeti!
I'm here twice.
Whoa, yeah.
Double Vigilante Williamson. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The CIA locked me up.
I'll get rid of it.
Maybe I've been cloned. Maybe I'm not the same guy. It's a different version of me.
Oh, yeah. They're good at that.
Oh, you're Ben Riley and Peter Parker.
I am. I could be Ben Riley. I could be Peter Parker. Who knows? Did you guys get up to Super Giant Ninja while I was lost in?
Yeah.
Continue.
You
already showed it. Okay.
Super Giant Ninja is also the Yeti.
Oh yeah, well, he's just a tall dude.
I never saw this motherfucker.
Dressed up in a fucking load of shit.
I don't think I saw him, but he looks so familiar.
Oh, okay,
and,
all right.
And I don't mean Mortal Kombat, Scorpion,
okay.
or 93.
Right. Wait. Here, all right.
Yeah.
Remember, Nate, remember the flock?
Yeah, he's definitely been on Mortal Kombat.
Raven's flock.
Of course.
All right.
Was he
remember
in the flock?
Giant dude that Kidman would piggyback off? Yes, he was Reese. He was the biggest dude in the flock.
That was Reese?
All right. Remember when Kidman would walk out on somebody's back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeti, Super Giant Ninja. Yeah.
Wow.
Did not know that. Okay.
Saying.
At least he got a decent gimmick out of it.
Yeti.
Yeti.
Murray. No. Slasher, yes, he was Reese. Yeah, I didn't know that. So at least he got at least one decent gimmick.
Yeah, I thought over
Big Ron Stud.
Yeah, I've never heard of Big Ron Stud.
I'll drop out.
It's supposed to be Big John Stud's son. That's gimmick, I'm assuming.
Middle name, wet
Any of
dirt.
you guys want to share any more super gimmicks?
I have more, but I'm going to tap out.
Yeah. I mean, I could mention Damien Demento, but that's the only one I had left.
That really wasn't a stupid gimmick. It was misplaced for its time.
Yeah. I guess it really was kind of just another 90s gimmick. There's nothing exceptional. It's not even as good as Super Giant Ninja because I'd never seen that before.
Super Giant
Super
Ninja.
Giant Ninja.
Fantastic on so many levels.
I love that
Then against
name.
Undertaker.
Well, what would you rather
God.
be though? Would you rather be Super Giant Ninja or the Yeti?
Super
Which
Giant
one would you
Ninja.
choose? Super
Aw,
Giant Ninja.
yeah,
Because
no.
who doesn't
I've never seen Super Giant Ninja wrestle, so I don't know.
listen?
Yeah, but the costume, but the Yeti, what his wrestlability is, was just checking someone's shoulders. So
Yeah,
Ninja's got to be at least jumping off the top rope.
it was a vibrating hug.
His wrestling abilities are to change with his costume.
Yeah. So at least the giant ninja's got to come off the top rope because it's like, well, go on, you're a ninja. You're supposed to come off top of buildings.
Oh, I highly
He's
doubt
a
that
super
came off the
giant
top
ninja,
rope.
though.
I love
What ninjas
Yeah.
jump off buildings?
Giant buildings, then you come up.
I will, I won't say.
Empire State.
I'll put money on the fact that Super Giant Ninja never came off the top rope.
See, here's the thing.
I'll put money on that.
Jens didn't get
go on, yeah.
no Jens didn't get to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so he saw Hero Turtles, so he doesn't know what ninjas do, and he think they jump off top ropes and off of buildings and stuff. This is what
No,
you
just-
do when you censor.
What good?
No, we just
What
changed
good
the
is a
name.
7
We just changed the name. It was the same cat. Oh.
But now you don't know what ninjas
Name.
do.
Hey, I know what
What good
ninjas do. I trained as a ninja back in when I was 10 and watching
you
Bruce
go.
Lee and
Okay,
Chuck Norris
wait.
films.
What
And-
good? What
Chuck Norris was
American
never.
Ninja.
What fucking good is a 7-foot ninja? You're not stealth. You're
Oh,
a
it depends
7-foot
on-
ninja.
Ah,
God,
if you're a good
knocking
ninja,
around.
yeah, if you're a
You're-
good ninja, you'll
You're
be stealthy.
knocking pictures off the shelves when you're walking around, and you fucking.
Where is
you're
this ninja
fucking-
where he's knocking pictures off of shelves?
He's a super
A-
giant ninja, though.
a
He's
photo-
not a
That's
normal
what I'm
ninja.
saying. You don't want a giant ninja.
Well, yeah.
You want.
He's-
Well, maybe.
Listen,
Yeah, but
he's not
in
even
his,
a normal
well,
He's not a normal ninja. Yeah, I know. He's a super
Yeah,
giant ninja.
he's not even a
Which
giant
means he's gonna
ninja.
be
He's a
clumsy.
super giant ninja.
yeah.
He's gonna be
So when you-
clumsy.
yeah, but
he's
when-
gonna be making
yeah, but when
noise.
you super giant,
But he's super. He has that
But he's-
superness in him.
But he's
Oh, you-
giant. He's giant. You're gonna
And he's
knock
a
something
ninja.
out. You're not
Yeah,
coming
you're
through
Yeah, but-
like a fucking air duct as a super giant ninja to assassinate somebody.
Well, maybe,
He's super
maybe
giant.
Did
yeah,
ninjas
maybe
even
he's
go
just
through
relying on
air
his. Yeah, maybe he's just relying on his size too much.
Ninjas are
You
supposed
know,
to be
he's
sneaky.
like, fuck stealth. I'll just kick the door down.
You're not 7-foot sneaky.
I know, but he's so big and he's like, oh, fuck that. Yeah, he can kick walls and he's that big.
Alright, no, he's just changing the game.
Yeah,
Okay, he's just switching it up a bit.
What he does is, because he's
Oh,
7
hey,
feet,
you-
he
so
doesn't
then-
use
then
stealth. He
he's
just
trained.
intimidates
Then he's
people into not
trained.
seeing him. It's like that one scene where Batman is like, there's a scene, I think it's actually from one of the Batman animated series movies, and the guard comes in and looks and sees Batman, and he just looks at him like, motherfucker, you say anything, I'll beat the shit out of you. And he just walks around and says, I ain't
Yeah.
see anything. And that's it.
Yeah,
He just
it's-
intimidates his way through
yeah.
stealth.
Batman's not 7 feet though.
Batman scared the
yeah,
shit out of that guard,
intimidation.
though. That guard didn't want no smoke. He's like, nope, nothing to see here.
Okay, so I have actually described my problems with 7-foot ninjas. So sorry.
Well, I don't see no problem with
Yeah,
7 foot.
I kind of
ninjas.
like Super Giant Ninja. I've never seen him wrestle, but I just
Yeah.
like the idea of a Super Giant Ninja.
Yeah,
It's very
and
bad.
I reckon if he don't go off the top rope, he's definitely going off the middle rope.
The middle.
Yeah, I like at the max. That's his max.
What is he doing
Man.
from the middle rope?
A leg drop,
maybe
maybe?
the high
The black
rope,
handle?
maybe a clothesline or maybe like
Yeah, but
I gotta watch
He's-
this match. I gotta watch him in one of his matches and see what he does.
yeah.
I
That
bet
would
you
be
he
good.
does nothing super giant ninja like when you watch those matches. I bet
Uh,
you not one thing is super giant ninja ish.
I
Well,
bet, I bet he flies
He
over
can
the
be
top rope.
giant, I tell you that. So I win. He might be super. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
No,
might-
he was For the fuck?
We'll
There's
put that
no
one to a
super
debate
match.
then. What about this one?
Wigwam?
You weren't there. You weren't seeing him. It
I
could have
wouldn't
been
have
real
seen.
good when the cameras weren't on. It could have been. It would have done amazing shit when the camera's not there.
Wrestling Forever. We talked about the Toxic Ninja or Toxic Turtles at one point.
Yeah,
I
that
did
was,
not know-
that was the first one I brought up.
Yeah, and I guess the USWA and SMW had a turtle called Cowabunga.
I didn't know about that one.
Okay. I also used to watch Lucha Libre at my friend's house.
I watched it too.
And it was
I watched Triple
Triple
A
A.
and LL.
Player.
Triple A.
And there was these rip-off Ninja Turtles that had these Times Square in New York costumes looking like they were fucking top-notch.
Los Tortugas.
Might have been.
Con
Giant.
Rafael and Leonardo.
Giant
Michelangelo.
Now I think Super Giant Ninja might be a fucking a whole other stream. I think.
I want that cereal.
I'm watching a match with Super Giant Ninja and One Man Gang.
Don't spoil it now.
Hey, you're doing good.
And One Man Gang, my boy, One Man Gang. All right. Shout out to One Man Gang because here's this. Okay. Now
It's not a long match.
One Man Gang.
Oh, he takes him out that quick.
If anybody is going to mention any more gimmicks, I want to finish with my stupidest gimmick.
Go ahead.
When they turn One Man Gang into Akeem.
Oh,
Hakeem, the African Dream. Yes.
that was a
One
dumb
man.
gimmick.
One Man
Team African
Gang.
Dream.
Yeah, One Man Gang looked awesome, and he had an awesome gimmick, and then they turned him into just a fat white guy trying to. I guess you could say what Vince McMahon thought was acting like a black guy.
And then they stuck him with the manager Slick, who in his entrance video he was eating watermelon and fried chicken.
Jesus. That's
Yeah, go
fucking-
watch. Go watch.
I did like Slick as a manager.
Yeah, but he's
I did
more
like
racist
Slick
than
as-
One Man Gang.
Do you know something about the entire brand of wrestling? Like, I'm glad it's been free of cancellation, but like by the standards of cancellation, wrestling should be destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
That is true.
it's all fun and games,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
true.
It's all
It's
parody.
true. It's all
It's
funny.
parody. It's
But I
parody.
mean, everything they do is fun again. They cancel
all
so much
fun
fun
and
stuff.
games.
They cancel
Yeah.
fun stuff all the time. This parody and everything.
Listen,
Jens, it's bad.
Jens, if
Well-
you want to go into cancellation, like Yoko's the Samoan fucking Japanese
Japanese,
sumo.
Samoan.
Kamala
Yeah.
was a guy from Kamala was a guy from Mississippi playing a fucking college. Like they did
Yeah.
this shit all the time.
I want to eat his barbecue.
Ivan Koloff played a Russian, and he was from Ontario or wherever the fuck. He was someplace in Canada. Like, they
Yeah.
do this all
And
the
again,
time.
I'm not saying I want these things. I'm glad they're not canceled. I'm just surprised that they've been able to, in an era where the Muppets get canceled and Dr. Seuss gets canceled. You know what I'm saying?
It only gets cancelled because they bow down to it. Vince McMahon's like, F you!
Yeah,
I'm
he
making
won't bow
money. Yeah.
Don't
Put it in the cage. I
Don't
took
expect
on
wrestling
Stone
to be
Cold.
so far behind. Don't expect wrestling to be so far behind.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, I'm glad for it. I'm glad because like I don't like the shit
expect
that they're
wrestling to
canceling.
be so far behind on that.
Yeah.
list.
So it's cool. It's cool that wrestling's I think wrestling's the only thing that's kind of hid from the cancel mobs, and I'm glad for it.
It hasn't hit. They've canceled plenty of stuff in wrestling. Plenty.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
mentioned it during the podcast. Like,
Yeah, they have.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not free.
It's freer than it could be. Like you're right
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
there was, and then I know there was that damn thing after last year. That was really the thing that killed me. After Joey Ryan and the chicks, and then every chick who ever had an issue with a wrestler just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Was that in the ring?
Yeah.
Like, also, don't think that it's not going to be too long till they have shit from Mr. Fuji gone from on the WWE network, or shit from Kamala, or shit from any other type of that shit. It'll be gone.
Yeah, but it's fully,
tried to be gone.
Yeah, but the thing with the cancel fucking culture is the bullies. And if you're like, fuck you, what you gonna do? Cancel me. I don't care because I've got a big enough network.
More people need to stand up and fucking do that rather than bend the fucking knee.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they haven't done that. When I'm talking about cancel, I'm talking about the old school. Like, here's something from this year. We're going to get rid of it. Obviously, Chris Benoit, they did that to him. They erased him from history. They messed around with their history, but
that was drugs, though, wasn't it? That was like, oh yeah, we had a bit of a problem with roids and that. Yeah, one of them too went a bit crazy. Yeah, and one of them, he did strangle his wife and kid and then killed himself. But yeah, we've got rid of that now.
Yeah, until I actually hear some shit that Chris Benoit was actually innocent of.
Oh, he killed himself, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not co-signing that shit.
Everyone really seems to, even still to this day, praise Chris Benoit, but all right, people want to slander people for comments, but actions.
He was so good of a wrestler.
It's weird to watch one of his matches. I can't lie.
Yep.
It's a weird experience.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they are like, he is a good wrestler, but you can't escape that.
Nope. Not until there's some proof that comes out that nope.
No. I mean, because like the way he bulked up, it was like amazing, and he had a body where it looked like his muscles was hurting him. It looked like he had so much muscle, when they're just like bulging out.
First of all, I was always bigger on Kurt Angle than Chris Benoit. I always thought Kurt Angle was a better version of Chris Benoit.
What? You're crazy.
I would sort of agree. I love Kurt Angle. Like, he wasn't like Kurt Angle was
but he was no Chris Benoit.
No, get the fuck out of here. Kurt Angle was beast.
Kurt Angle was great in the ring from the day he walked into it, man.
From the day he walked into it.
But he wasn't
Kurt Angle took to wrestling like a fish to fucking water. Kurt Angle was,
but that doesn't mean that he's as good as Chris Benoit. Just because you take
something he was. I say he was.
I would agree with you, Slash.
Here's why I would say Angle could never step a toe in Japan or get any of that.
He could.
He did.
He had matches with Shinsuke back before Shinsuke was the strong style guy.
Wait there, right? I'm going to agree with both of you, right?
I don't know
Benoit,
how.
Yeah, I know this is how like you get thinking outside the box. But Benoit, he was real good at action pack.
I'm not gonna deny that he was a fucking awesome wrestler, in the ring, but
Yeah, but
he didn't have the character Kurt Angle did. Kurt Angle, to me, had the same ability.
A character doesn't mean you're a better wrestler. Just because Kurt Angle could sing stupid songs and drink milk didn't mean that he could go super hard.
That's not what I'm saying, Nate.
It's a whole package.
Kurt Angle did go super hard in the ring. Kurt Angle was
where?
A fucking maniac.
He got slammed around a bit, but like
we'll have to agree to disagree on that because he was a good wrestler.
He didn't have the time card that Benoit did, is what I'm saying. But I'm sorry, when Kurt Angle took to the ring, that motherfucker was a fish to water.
He was already a wrestler, okay, big whoop, but that doesn't mean that you can.
But just because you're an amateur wrestler doesn't mean you're going to take to the pro side.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
Well,
I
I'd
mean,
both rate them like at 79, 80%, both of them.
they both to me. I think Kurt Angle was on Chris Benoit's level at least, if not exceed. Like Kurt Angle's one of my favorite in-ring wrestlers of all time.
Mine too.
I
My number
I
five.
consider him
My
up there
number
with like Bret Hart.
My
Then-
number
And
five
maybe that's
all
blasphemous
time.
to say.
My number
Kurt
5
Angle
all
with
time.
Bret Hart
Kurt
up there in the
Angle.
same. Okay, that's if you think that's the case, then I can't. We'll just have to agree to disagree. I don't even
Kurt
see
Angle better than Bret
You
Hart.
don't think he's in that same type of
What?
class?
Kurt
Whoa,
Angle
what-
better than Bret Hart.
I didn't go that far. Bret Hart's one of my Bret Hart. I actually consider
Oh,
like, to
mine
be
too.
my
Mine
top
too.
in-ring guy.
And you know what? I'll say this also. Owen Hart better than Bret Hart.
I agree with that.
Hart.
I agree with that.
Whoa.
I
I
absolutely
love Owen
agree
Hart
with
to pieces. But Bret is like my top guy. And just if you just say in ring, and maybe that's nostalgia glasses or whatever. But it's just so many great Bret Hart
Actually,
matches.
I'll say all
that.
around.
I don't think you've seen enough
I'll say
Owen
all
Hart.
around.
No, I like all of it.
I'll say all around Owen Hart better than Bret Hart.
I agree with that, but I don't agree that that
I
I
think
would
Bret
better than
Hart.
agree more
Benoit.
all around because he was such a good character, and Bret didn't get a good character until he was like almost done with WWE.
Yeah.
It's
Bret
more-
wasn't a good
it's more
character
the
for
wrestling-
97.
It's more the
with
wrestling
Owen.
than a character. You can
No,
be a
I know
fantastic
that.
wrestler and have a crap
No,
character.
but he just said all around. When he said all
actually
around,
better
I
than
said I would agree all around. But in ring, I mean, equivalent maybe. I would maybe Owen Hart equivalent to Bret Hart.
I gotta go make some piss quick pancakes. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
well,
Okay. Okay,
Well,
make the piss quick.
Well, I'm gonna end this.
what Bret Hart
So,
had
You
was
don't got to do that.
Yeah, because now we're having all sorts of other arguments about greatness. I really
right,
like
well-
Kurt Angle, so I remember when he first started and a
Yeah,
lot
all
of the
right.
matches
So
he had.
I'll keep it a little bit longer. So I'm gonna make a piss quick too, if you guys don't mind.
Okay,
and I'll
I'll
be back
vamp
in
a
a
little bit. I guess it's just me and Jens. Unfortunately, Jens, a lot of the stream you missed. What are some bad gimmicks that you had that we hadn't really talked about?
right. Yeah, I don't know if you talked about this one, but the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Oh man, we did not talk
became
about him.
X-Pac. Yeah, yeah. Because like he changed it obviously because everyone was like, I can't support a 15-year-old kid being world champion. I can believe he beat Razor Ruddock by a spawny pin, but he's not making world champion. And
Yeah.
I think though, because he was really young though, and he was gifted. And when you're young,
1, 2, 3 kid, but
and that
Go
age,
ahead.
you can't with gimmick. And they said, just be the kid. Yeah.
so Nate, Jens just said 1, 2, 3 kid for one of the worst gimmicks. Kind of a hot take.
1, 2, 3 kid. Okay, so his gimmick was that he won a match that he was not expected to win, and then they turned his name into the 1, 2, 3 kid. He was, if I remember correctly, he was taken
Lightning
from the
Kid.
crowd. If I remember correctly, he was like drawn from the crowd. I had to go.
But he wasn't a crowd member. He'd been training. He was like probably one of the best upcoming youngsters.
No. I'm not talking work and shoot. I'm talking strictly work. He was. If I remember correctly, he was a work guy from the crowd. Sean came out and then he won super fast. Either that, or he was a jobber.
Yeah, he was a jobber for like a couple, maybe longer than that. He was an established jobber as like the Lightning Kid, the Cannonball Kid.
It was
they kept switching his
it was
name.
the Lightning Kid, and they got changed into the 1, 2, 3 Kid after he won.
Yeah, but the joke was he went through he was a bunch of different kids before he was the Lightning Kid. He was like Cannonball Kid, something else kid. They kept he was just another gimmick. Yeah, I vaguely remember because I remember like that push when he beats Razor Ramon and everyone's shocked because you just seen his jobber who lost every fucking week beat Razor Ramon.
Yeah, it was a lucky pin and all because I think Razor Ramon, I think he was throwing his toothpick at someone in the crowd, old one
And
at
he
the
just
time.
rolls him
But
up.
then he just gets pinned, but I can't remember.
His
But,
blood capsules?
yeah. Because like the thing was like is he's a kid, and it's like a bit like being in a boy band. It's like, yeah, it's very good, but once you get into your 20s, you're not going to be wanting to be in a boy band. Like, no, I'm a man band now.
I used to love 123 Kid.
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying
did wrestle a
to.
lot.
He was a good
He
wrestler.
was good.
As a
Yeah,
You know
gimmick,
what?
huh?
I always hated him as a wrestler.
Really?
When I watch him,
There we go.
when I watch him in these interviews, he doesn't seem like such a bad guy.
Well, a lot of people hated
Yeah.
X-Pac because he just came off like
No,
a
I even
douche.
hated him as 123.
Oh,
I hated,
wow.
I hated 6-Pac. I didn't hate X-Pac.
Yeah, well,
Or 6.
Yeah, I liked X. I liked him I liked him as 123 Kid, as 6, and as X-Pac. But yeah, the 6-Pac after that and all the other stuff.
Can't say I did.
Yeah, I thought he was cool. I thought he was cool. Nah, I thought he was all right.
All right, but I gotta tap out. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I think everyone's ready to tap. I'm ready to tap out as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah, cheers, on Saturday night. And speaking to you, mate, Slaven, X and Ridley, yeah. Williams,
Hey, man.
yeah. Yeah,
It was a fun talk, man.
yeah.
fun.
Sorry, I had a bit of trouble with my phone and the.
Don't even worry about that.
yeah, no worries, man. You doing a stream like this next week?
Yeah. I'll be up for it.
Yeah.
talking about me,
I know you mentioned a bunch of different wrestling streams you wanted to do. Just let me know when you want to do them.
I might stretch the limits of the wrestling stream
Great.
ideas out.
Cause I thought next
Wrestling
week
thoughts?
it could be the best gimmick, which I could spoil it now. But
Undertaker.
I think I want to start out with the worst of the worst before I go into the best of the best.
Yeah. Worse is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Best will
Kinda
have a lot more
is.
debates.
It kind of is.
But you know what? Hearing the kind of Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit debate is like Best will have a little bit more fire because that'll be a little bit more debate. That's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
And I'll be totally team Kurt Angle on that one.
I'm team. I love Chris Benoit. Well, I don't love him. He's a fucking, but as an in ring guy,
Don't do that, Nate. That's what he did to his kids.
He didn't slash their throats. He hung them.
Oh,
No,
he's so
choked
brutal.
him.
That's why it's so hard to talk about. He's such a brutal guy to talk about. Oh,
I don't agree with what he did. But that has nothing to do with what he did in the ring, really.
yeah.
Unless
I
mean, I'm talking about ring wise.
Yeah.
And trust me.
Wait there. Let's go. Wait there. I forgot about Benoit. Let's go back to the reason why
I gotta
he did
go.
it.
I gotta go.
All right.
All right, just saying the reason why he did it to stick up for Benoit a bit was because his child had Down syndrome or something, and
He was framed by Kevin Sullivan.
Stop saying
Yeah,
that.
I hear that crazy.
I don't believe
I'm
that.
so sick of hearing that shit. I'm so sick of hearing that.
I don't believe it either. Yeah.
All right, well, yeah.
It's not impossible, but I mean.
Well, that's what I read. I heard that Chris Benoit, he was roided up. His marriage wasn't going too good, and
he had a lot of concussions. I've
never heard the roids be the issue. I always heard it was the concussion.
Concussions. It was really the concussion.
Problem.
No, well, it been a
problem makes more sense.
You get roid rage.
I think it wasn't just roids. It was painkillers, and it was not painkillers. I want to say like opiates or something. He had one of those painkillers that can fuck with your mood too.
And street drugs.
Like
Yeah.
I know
what you mean.
A complete
street drugs.
cocktail. Yeah, that was a complete disaster.
Around that time, a lot of them were taking GHB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, GHB is the rape drug,
Yeah.
but people were taking it to just to chill and fucking pass out.
Yeah, it's
Chris Benoit was one of
knock
those
out.
people.
But no,
Yeah.
I seriously got to go. Thank you very
All
much
right.
for having me, Slasher.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again, Vigilante. And
All right.
Ian, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Nate, Space Lab X.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Space Lab X, yeah.
Thanks for coming through, Nate.
Thanks. Later, y'all. You guys have a good night.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
plug
What?
yourself. Wait, Nate, plug
What?
your shit before you bounce.
Space
Go
Lab
ahead,
X.
plug where we could find you. Bounce.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter on Space Lab X1. You can find me on Instagram at Otaku Savage. My website is spacelabx.com. I just dropped a new EP. It's on all major streaming sites. It's called Black NASA by Pat Kill Pat, which is me. It's also produced by me, also Pat Kill Pat. My wrestling Twitter is at That Dream Killer. And that's about it. Thanks, Slasher.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace, y'all. You guys have a
Thank
good
you
night.
for coming through, man.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
You
Yeah,
too,
man.
man.
All right.
Thanks for coming through.
Yeah. Still here? What's going on? But yeah, as far as
I don't know.
Chris
It
Benoit,
looks like he muted. It looks like he muted himself and put his laptop down.
yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah.
he
See
may have
what
did that.
happens.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
if he did that as a troll.
I thought he was covering up his camera like a bird cage, so he would night you all. It looked like it, though. It looked like it.
I don't like to Vigilante. I don't like to even mention Chris Benoit. I don't like.
I understand that.
Sorry.
I understand that.
I just-
And I think a lot, but my whole thought is there's a lot of factors played in.
Until there's hardcore evidence, I don't want to hear that Kevin Sullivan bullshit.
No, I
Get
don't.
the fuck
The
outta
only
here.
thing, there were two factors that were just weird. The fact that it went on Wikipedia earlier than it was reported was always freaky, and the fact that when he hung himself, the amount of weight used was like 500, 400 pounds, which is a crazy amount of weight. But it's not that he wasn't strong enough to do it, but it's just very difficult. So those two things were freaky.
Also, I'm sorry hearing about the thing with his special needs son getting killed.
What's the
fucking getting killed with a choke? Like, I'm sorry.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's a fucked up story,
sorry.
and I get.
I'm sorry. That's disgusting.
I get it, and
life's tragedies.
It's a tragic, fucked up story, and I hated that wrestling got blamed. Like, this guy was on a lot of stuff. It was, and he had a lot of concussions.
He almost totally killed. Not he totally did kill his wife and his son, but I'm saying that he almost totally killed the pro wrestling business.
He really almost did, yeah.
At that point, by himself, yes, he almost totally killed.
Yeah, he really did, and honestly, wrestling kind of has not been the same since, especially from a national profile. Wrestling has never been mainstream since then. They've had this little spots,
especially with more of them dying left and right.
Yeah, and it's right in that era. A lot of them started to drop, and I mean, so that was a very, very dark time for wrestling, and a lot of it. I mean, you got to put the blame there. And I've always been somebody who hated. You know, I'm not somebody to defend Vince. I talked about the Patterson shit because it's fucked up because he's a piece of shit for that. Vince is a piece of shit. Vince is a piece of shit for a lot of reasons, but it is not his fault that Crispin, why did what he did. It's not his fault at all.
When you're off the clock, you will have your own personal responsibility.
And I'll say this, and Kurt Angle brought this up, and he's right. He said Crispin Waugh should have quit when Eddie Guerrero died. Just quit. He should have quit. He was emotionally fucked up. He was mentally fucked up. He was one of those guys on the road all the time. His body was breaking down. He was mentally breaking down. He was trying to keep up with younger wrestlers. He said if he would have quit, he would be alive and his family would be alive, and I have to agree with that. He should have known, okay, you know what? My friend just passed. I'm not right. I've made my money. He had been in the business for years. He had already been a top guy. He had nothing to stay for, but he kept going, kept
top
going.
companies in the United States, so he was making a shit ton of money.
Shit ton of money.
Yeah, but money's not the answer to everything.
He should have quit.
Like, no
he
matter
had
money you've got.
You're right.
Jens. No.
You're right, Jens. But if you're in a state of mind,
well, you're that fucked up, and
yeah. Well, as I say, I can see, the stuff he was on.
He should have just, yeah. And I know that's a negative, somber thing, but yeah, I think he should. And so,
that's just my opinion on that.
I agree.
So I won't go any more into the Chris.
Yeah. I don't know.
No worries.
Maybe I could put that in a back pocket for another live stream.
Yeah.
I'll probably get shut down within the first 20 minutes of what I have to fucking say about it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm not going to be somebody who ever says this, because there's people who will try to defend him and go around it. It's like, dude.
To the end. Oh my god.
Dude, it's okay if you like his matches. Don't try to defend him. Just say this match is cool. But he's, it's like
there's people who are like trying to be his attorneys.
Yeah.
There's people who are trying to be his like post-life attorney. It's like, just stop, man.
Well, it's like with Michael Jackson. There's a lot of people who just can't believe some of the dodgy going on.
Well, Michael Jackson's a little different because a lot of the people who were accusing him had a lot of suspicious shit on them as well.
Yeah, there we go. Have you got Off the Wall album?
I'll also say this.
Go back. I love him.
Michael Jackson was never accused of murdering his wife and a child. So.
True.
No, but I was just saying that there's people who like people that want to air out bad. It's like when someone says so bad about your mother or father or grandmother that. You're just like, nah, I'm not believing that.
And I'm not a Michael. I'm not I'm just saying I'm somebody who takes things as they are in the most literal thing. So I don't want to like.
Oh well.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you something about the Michael Jackson one. Have you seen him at one of the MTV Awards where he's got like, I don't think it's Colin McCulkin, but it looks like Colin McCulkin. I think
it is Macaulay Culkin. It is Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and he's got him on his lap. And he's like,
whoa. First of all, he used to carry around Webster.
He sure did. I'm not saying Mike. Yeah, there's some creepy shit about Mike.
Exactly. He's like, really, man? Come on.
Well, yeah. I won't call him a child rapist, but I'd say there's a bit of a child fiddler, as in.
There was some creepy shit going on. I admit
bit
that.
Of a diddler? He's a bit
yeah, a bit of a kiddie diddler.
There was some creepy shit, but I also felt, and maybe we've gone to a super dark world.
Yeah. So now, all right, Vigilante, say what you gotta say right here, and then
I'll say, hey, the parents of the parents, they were trying to draw a foul. I'll say that.
Yes, the parents are just as responsible.
Yeah, the parents were trying to draw a foul on that one. How about that? Is that a good thing to say? So I mean,
okay.
I don't think if they were your kids, you wouldn't deal with those parents did. I don't think the average person would.
Oh no, not serving them on a silver platter to like, hey,
no,
there you go.
Nah, yeah. So that's. So yeah.
But it depends how much money they got.
There's no amount of money to do that to your children ever. None. No trillion. There's no amount of money ever.
They probably would have had an amount, wouldn't they?
No amount of money.
Like,
no amount of money.
Not for your children.
It's one thing you say. But some people there is.
That should. You're right. Unfortunately, you're fucking right. Unfortunately, and that's sick. This got real dark. We were talking about fun stuff. We were talking about tugboat and.
That's why I'm wrapping this. That's what I'm repping.
Yeah, sorry,
Wrestling
lads.
Forever.
Sorry, lads.
Real quick,
Sorry,
did we ever
sorry,
actually
lads,
mention the Shockmaster? I feel like we almost forget, even though this is the worst gimmicks.
No, we
I feel
actually
like we're talking
did.
about something.
I think I mentioned him as Tugboat, but we didn't.
Yeah,
get
you
the
did mention
Shock.
Tugboat. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My goodness, I think we actually
All right.
mentioned
Well,
that.
anyway, Shockmaster fell through a wall. Yeah,
Yeah,
sparkly fucking purple
Stormtrooper.
stormtrooper helmet and a furry vest, and he fell through a wall. Sorry.
Yeah, terrible gimmick. I think most
And he was
people,
Tugboat.
anyone who knows worst gimmicks, he's pretty much on the list, number one on the list. You almost unilaterally.
Maniac Mega Man McGee, Optic Racer, Resolute Germ,
Wrestling Forever.
Wrestling
93.
Forever. It came through hardcore.
Yeah, he did.
He came through
Or
hardcore.
she did. It could be a she.
He, she. I don't know. Sorry to
They,
misspeak
them.
you, Moira.
Yeah.
Them
Call 'em
Z's.
man. That's what I do. All right, man.
Powerhead. Foul Ball. Yeah, he was here.
Yeah,
for a
Five
bit.
was here for a minute too. Yeah.
So, Jens. Vigilante.
Yeah.
Jens, where can we
Cheers,
find
Sash,
him?
man. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I've got my YouTube channel, Jens Peder, and I've got like a Twitter, but like I don't know much on Twitter because I'll be getting kicked off for that. So I'm probably getting kicked off YouTube maybe because I had a fucking YouTube clip got fucking like took off because of inappropriate fucking information.
You don't have to say what you did.
No, I'm not. I'm right lazy ass and that, and because like it's not like much important to me, but I don't need to do one to like explain like yeah it got took down by YouTube. I didn't take it down because it might look like when you see it deleted and that. Quick look, you might think, I've took it down for some reason, but I hadn't. So I've got to do a reclaimer sort of to say, oh yeah, I didn't take it down. YouTube took it down, but I think it's been like about a week or two, like since it's happened. But I know the reason why now, though, because at first I was thinking
Twitter,
why,
right?
but now I know the reason why. What?
YouTube and Twitter, right? You're still available on YouTube and Twitter.
Oh yeah. But the because it was about the election, and because I wasn't saying what they want me to say, they classed it as like an inconvenient truth. It should be called. That's what they should have banned me for having an inconvenient truth for them. But they can't say that because then people will be like clicking onto. So say it was inappropriate summer. But anyway, yes, I got to
You're
look.
still available there. Still available on both platforms, right?
Oh yeah. Still available on both platforms, yeah. Because like they removed it, but they didn't give me a strike because they can't give me a strike for the truth. Because if they give me a strike, it'd have to be brought up, and it'd be like, well, it happened. What I said was the truth, and it's one of them where they don't like that truth, and so they want to be like, oh no, you can't say that on our platform, and they can't say, yeah, they can't say I'm in the wrong, because if they say I'm in the wrong, it'd have to be like go to like a tribunal somewhere.
Well, as long as you're still available on those platforms, I'll keep getting in touch with you.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully I'll be because like now I've been talking about it on here and that I'll have to do it to say, oh yeah, I've done this and that. Yeah, I've got a video out. Yeah. Because yeah, it's right easy, you know. And the thing is, is if they ban the YouTube video that I do explaining what happened with the last one, then it'll force me to do a video where me video viewing, got me viewing it. Oh yeah, it'd be like one of them where you get two mirrors looking at each other. It'd be one of them where it'd be like, whoa, go too far deep into it. But that's apparently what freedom's all about.
Shit like that.
Yeah, well, you don't know YouTube. Yeah. Well, if it constantly happens, they'll have to like kick me off, and then when they kick me off, I'll just have to start up a channel on some other sort of platform.
Odyssey's out there. I'm not sure. I mean,
yeah.
I have my channel linked to Odyssey.
Yeah,
they don't have live streaming yet.
No. I think you're right. I think, but the beta testing it though.
Yeah, our beta testing. They're talking about it. D Live exists. D Live has live streaming.
Oh yeah, but like yeah,
isn't D Live on their constant thread?
No, well, the thing with what happened with D Live said right because you've heard of Salty Cracker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Well, he was on D Live and that, and he was getting loads of. I think it was something like 18K. 18,000.
Yeah.
And he was raking in like 20,000 at like his high point. Well,
yeah.
They said like, you can only use our channel if you're doing gaming. And because he was playing Doom for like a stream or two and just talking like real lightly about, political, but there was like, you aren't allowed to talk anything political. Anything political is not gaming.
What?
Yeah.
Because, I multi-stream and I stream like all my streams that I do are also streaming to D Live and Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
So I've been streaming to D Live and I've like gone on D Live. It is not really that popping of a platform, but I mean, there are people talking about whatever the fuck they want on that platform. I didn't know that thing happened with Salty. No wonder nobody uses this shit. That's why the fuck would they do that?
Well, it was
that's stupid.
Big tech. Big tech.
Jens.
Sorry, I'm going to.
That's
just got we were talking there.
Yeah. I know we're trying to end. Not bad.
I want to end this with Vigilante.
Yeah.
All right.
Go Vigilante. Go ahead.
Okay.
Vigilante.
Oh, sell my stuff.
Go Vigilante, Vigilante.
If you haven't subbed to me, please do. I talk a bunch of shit on my channel. That Vigilante way. If you search Vigilante Williamson on YouTube, you'll find me. And then I'm on Twitter, but I hate Twitter. I'm also on Minds, but no one else is on Minds. I'm not on anything else though, because I don't really like I don't fucking like social media. So fuck it. But yep, I'm here. I talk shit about politics sometimes, pop culture.
YouTube stream more than anyone else that I know. So
yeah, I'm mainly on YouTube, dude. So yeah, I do a lot of streaming. I stream a lot on my channel. I did 2 streams today on my channel before doing this one. So yeah.
Man.
Check me out.
Okay, so Guns, Vigilante, Space Lab X, everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming through. Should I start doing the bullshit where I say like and subscribe? Then You know,
Sure.
Yeah,
Like and
good dope.
subscribe if you haven't already. What the hell are you doing?
It's the pro, yeah. It's the pro work, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, like and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
My
Thanks for watching. We love you.
my shit show train wreck of a channel. Thanks everyone.
We love you.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
This stream may go on forever because he just got rid of himself
Yeah.
instead of ending it.
Yeah. Now we got rid of them two fuckers. Oh, fucking. All they were doing was talking about wrestling all night. No, we don't want to talk about wrestling. We don't want
Well,
to
what
talk
I
about
mean
wrestling.
is, even if we were to leave, I think the stream still goes because he's the
Oh,
host
yeah.
of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We still.
Been here a few times when he was having trouble. I think it was a winter storm or some storm that was fucking up his connection, and he was cutting out. And like and then because we watched I forget what. Oh no, I thought I had it then, but no. But we watched some film, and he was out for most of it.
Right,
Yeah, we got his back.
Okay. So maybe we can try this ending this again.
My bad. Later, folks.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace for the second time.
Yeah.
We're going to end.